Greetings, y'all. Let's move this over a little bit. Okay, greetings. Oh my gosh, I am sweating. My God. So, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I'm gonna try to move this over just a little bit. Okay, let me see. All right, so I'm not quite prepared, you guys, at all. I actually am late, so I'm gonna have to put the names in the list like I was supposed to do. I'm gonna have to adjust this, you guys, because what I'm trying to do here, it's not giving. It's not giving. How's everybody doing, by the way? I should have adjusted this before we started the live, because now I'm like trying to figure it all out. So I'm gonna give you guys let's see, the ambiance. Okay, the romance is what we're trying to give here. This is not a love reading. It is simply just our happy hour live. And yeah. Okay. So let me put the names in the list, or the names on the list here in the chat. The list is still open. Let's see here. So if you guys are interested in a question, one general question is $20, 30 or 25, sorry, 25 for love reading, 20 for general, 30 for both. And you can ask as many questions as you want, but just, know that it's per question, $20 per question, general, 25 per love question. Okay, so let's see. Rosie, Alexis, Breyonna, Yaminah, Lanay. Okay. That is who I have so far, from what I can see. So let me make sure I'm up to date. I don't know why Cash App did not tell me. Breyonna, let me see. Okay, you emailed me your question. Okay, I'm like, I know I've seen. Okay. Yeah, I have yours, Yaminah. Everybody's on here on the list, hopefully. Okay. Everybody's on, right? We all good? We're all good over here? I am sweating, y'all. It is hot in here, and it's probably because all these damn candles and shit. Like, it is freaking hot. No joke. Like, I'm sweating my ass off right now. Like, y'all just don't know. And I was running around before I got home. I'm like, gosh, I have stuff to do. I forgot. Hey, sis. Hey, Tori. How you doing? All right. So The list should be in the chat, you guys. Long story short, we're now finally getting here. Yeah, I'm sweating. It might look cute, but it's hot as hell in here. And I don't know if it's because I had the heater on because I get cold easily. So I need my heat. Yeah. But I feel good with the energy. At least the energy is a vibe here. Um, so let's go ahead and tap in and see what the divine wants y'all to know. For those of you who got a reading, so I'm gonna read the list. First on the list is Rosie, second Alexis, third Breyonna, fourth Yaminah, and fifth Lanay. Okay. If you guys are interested, the list is still open, very much so open. So okay, let's get it. Okay, so Rosie, your timestamp is, I cannot see. It is 6/8, 6/18. Okay. All right. So Yaminah, I did put you on the list, sis. I hope you know. You can see it now. All right, Rosie. Your question. Let's see, Rosie. Yeah, I'm all over the place. That's why I don't like doing stuff at the last minute because I'm just disorganized. Okay. What does this person wish he could have told you that he didn't? Aw, thank you, sis, for the extra tip. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, what does this person wish that they could have said? All right. This person wish that they could have said that they didn't. What does this person wish that they could have said that they didn't? This person wish that they could have said but didn't. What do you want Rosie to know as far as this person is concerned? This person wishes they could have said but didn't. Oh, the death card flew out. I don't know why I heard you changed me. You changed me. There's a lot of cards trying to come out. Excellent. Did I put this in reverse? Yeah. Sorry. It's in reverse. Two of Cups. So let me turn this upright. The Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, the World. Is something hiding behind her? No. Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Magician. This is, to me, all of this energy feels like transformation and growth. So I don't want to rush the message because I want to make sure that I sit with the energy just a little bit, because the first thing that I got from this was you changed me. That was the very first thing. Yes, please show some love. I appreciate it. Engage more, you guys. This person feels like you may have accepted them in a way that they did not feel accepted, maybe in, like, I don't want to always make it go to the whole childhood trauma thing, but it could just be family in general. Like, they may have felt like they could be more themselves in a way, but they feel like they can't with people that are, their blood relation, or maybe as a child. Like, there's some things that this person credits you for helping them with their growth or helping them to realize where they need to grow. With the Magician card and the Judgment, I'm gonna pay attention to the majors real quick. So you have the Death card, the Magician, the Judgment. You have the World and the Emperor as well as the major arcanas. The minors, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. This person is observing some things about themselves, and they feel like it's has something to do with you. Like, you inspire this person, because I'm kind of looking at this judgment card is like a speaker, and this is an audience of people kind of like watching or listening. So I feel like a lot of people, or just people that maybe are close to you, or people that have a love for you, they see you as someone that speaks to them in some way. They listen, they pay attention, they take heed to what you have to say, or they appreciate what you have to say. It's like you may say what they need to know, what they need to hear, not always necessarily what they want. And there's something about your voice where this person feels like you awaken something inside of them. Or I've gotten this message before for people where it's like a person, and we probably experienced this personally with ourselves, where a person could say the same message, but it's like there's like one person that may say that message and it hits a little bit more than someone else saying it, or just anybody. Like, not just anyone can come in and speak something to you where it hits deep in your soul or it resonates with you. I feel like that's what you are to this person, and I don't feel like just to this person, but for them, this person, what I feel like what they wish they could have told you is like how you have made a significant shift in this person's life. And I feel it has something to do with feeling comfortable, or feeling safe, or feeling seen, feeling heard. Um, because I don't know if this person may not feel appreciated, maybe by their father or something like that, whether their father is present in their life or not. It's like maybe they didn't really feel seen by him, heard, or, and this could be something that they've told you, like, or maybe they've shared intimate details about how they feel about their father or something like that. Um, yeah, this feels like, how do I explain this? This feels like someone that has like self-esteem issues, or doesn't mean like they're not confident in certain ways. I feel like they carry something within their solar plexus, like their core, like where they don't feel as strong, or they don't feel as like confident, and maybe they see you as someone that has a little bit more of that energy than they have. I feel like this person has reassessed their life, or this is something that they've been doing for a minute. I feel like this person wants more for themselves, like they want to be more. And it's not necessarily just a material thing. I feel like this is a growth. Like they want to grow as a person on the inside. It's like they want to be a stable person emotionally, mentally. Like, so in some capacity, they feel like you had like the Midas touch in some kind of way. Like you've given them something that maybe they feel like they can't give back to you. Like whatever this is, it seems pretty important with the death card being here, magical even, I guess, with the magician, and powerful. The emperor energy is like someone that you respect, someone that has a position of power. So it's like this person does respect you for what you were to them, or what you are to them. Yeah, they hold you in a high regard. I don't feel like this person looks at you as like you lack in a way, like you're not good enough for them. It's like you make this person feel like they need to step it up, or they feel kind of like they need to add something to like give back to you, but it's almost like they don't. I feel like this person, another thing they would say is they would like to repay you. So I don't know. I'm kind of getting like with the Seven of Pentacles, like someone that's working towards a goal, and the Ten of Pentacles being the completion of that goal, even the Magician energy as well. And then the King of Pentacles is like mastered. So yes, that's what I'm seeing, sis. Yeah, that was a lot. Like a lot of cards wanted to come out, and I just took them. Hey, so yeah, that's what this person wishes that they could have told you, or just like, in all honesty and no guard, just being completely open, being vulnerable with you. That's what they would say. Yeah, I appreciate you again, sis, for the extra tip. And yes, cheers to 9 years. I don't know what I did with my Hennessy. I had a little shot over there somewhere. So on my dresser, my little nightstand thing. I don't feel like getting it. Okay, it's too hot to be drinking that anyway. So we'll wait. Okay, so much love, sis. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Miss Alexis. Gonna keep the ball rolling. Okay, so the list is still open, ladies, fellas, whoever, if y'all interested. We're at 15. Let's do 1550 as Alexis's timestamp. Okay. What will your next meetup with blank be like? Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see what the potential vibes is like with the next meetup between you and your person in question. Let's clear out previous energies. Holy Spirit, thank you for your divine guidance, divine wisdom, divine truth. What will the next meetup be like with this particular person and Alexis Spirit? What do you want her to know? What does she have potentially to look forward to? What does she have to potentially look forward to, Spirit? Whoa. The Ace of Swords just like you know how cards fly out like fishes sometimes? The most greasiest fish ever. Omega-3 protein. 6 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. All right. So it's nothing bad, but like I always want to just kind of like ground the energies, make sure we ain't getting ahead of ourselves and doing too much. But I feel like just off top of these 3 cards coming out, the first thing that I pick up is like it could be like a conversation around building something, like okay, like a practical plan of how you guys are going to maybe establish your connection or feed it more, pour into it more. This person seems to be more emotionally open and receptive. The Hierophant and the Strength card. Yeah, it's like where you might have felt like this could have been like a long time coming type of conversation where you feel like in the past it was like pulling teeth to maybe talk about, okay, what are we? Where is this going? Or what's your intentions? How do you view me? How do you view our connection? Like where in the past that could have been a topic of conversation that kind of feel like you had to pry to get that type of information out or to get some clarity around it. It's more so like this person is going to either be the initiate of it or it's just going to kind of be something that you guys flow into and it just naturally comes about. And this person is more open, more what's the right word? Like, yeah, more open to having the conversation. Yeah, more receptive. Let's see. There is something that spirit is saying, like you have to apply what you like your past experiences with this person. Is like there's something that spirit is saying you still have to be like alert, you still need to be discerning with the energy as well. You just it's like don't just take all of this like okay, well because he's coming out and he's saying this and that I should just take it. Like still ask questions, be clear on what it is that you want, what's your intentions. If you feel like you're not clear, like don't just take it, but like have that that back and forth. What's the right word I'm looking for? Like that the conversation where it's like you guys are both being open and clear and direct about what you feel, what's on your heart, what's on your mind, like not holding back, not going, okay, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to run this person off. It's like, make sure that you guys know where you stand, like it sounds sweet, it sounds good, and it even feels like a practical plan, but I want to make sure, like, we're over whatever we need to get over. Like, there's clarity here, or there's an opportunity to get that. But I feel like Spirit is saying, like, taking what you've experienced in the past and what you know about the situation, like use the keys that you have, the wisdom, the past experiences, and also as well, like I feel like there's something that you learn about each other, or it's like again that open dialogue helps you to kind of get to the root so that you have better clarity. I hope this is making sense. So it kind of seems like a go with the flow type of vibe, just as far as like maybe events goes. Like it doesn't seem like there's concrete plans. Like maybe you guys might have some like things up in the air, like, oh, we can do this, or obviously it could be like a set date and time or location of where you guys might come together and meet up. But as far as like the events around it, it seems kind of like this flow energy. And the biggest highlight is potentially this conversation of where you guys want to take this connection or how to actually make something more concrete. And it's not a pulling teeth type of energy. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. Okay. Your other question was, what would the outcome be if you contacted this person, asked if we are at peace? We went through some tough times together last year. We never addressed if we were at peace or if everything was forgiven. You feel guilty, have a huge weight on your chest, but you've been afraid to ask if you guys were okay and can move on from the past. Okay. All right. So let's see. Spirit, what would the potential outcome be if Alexis was to check in or ask this person, contact them if everything is forgiven, if they are at peace with each other, the situation, or the outcome? Okay. So you have the wheel, the two of, or sorry, the wheel and the 5 of Wands and the Tower. Okay. The 10 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. I do feel like this person perceives, like with the 6 of Wands. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here. This person could perceive like basically the past. They do look at that as a very traumatic experience in some kind of way, or it was something that was very, what's like, I don't think pivotal is the right word, but it's like a, not even paramount. Why am I hearing these words? Paramount, pivotal. It's like those words stand out to me. But I'm getting like there was something about this experience with you in the past where it was very shattering for them. This is the best word that I could put it. Like it was a shattering experience for the both of you. And I feel like this person acknowledges that it goes both ways. Um, this person could feel that, that situation, it happened, it was meant to happen. Like I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it was like this Wheel of Fortune and the Tower, it was like it was bound to happen. And maybe this person realizes the foundation of your connection may have been already shaky, so it was just bound, or there was something about either this person on a psychological level that was already shaky. Like they could have, let's say they had some mental health issues, or this person was going through something emotionally or mentally and they went through their breaking point or something along the lines of that, where this person, like, it was bound to happen. So this person has an understanding that whatever transpired between the two of you, it was just supposed to be that way. Um, this person may have kind of been depressed a little bit after, or felt kind of like they got the shitty end of the stick, where they kind of feel like you were favored with the 9 of Pentacles, but they feel like they're coming out of this energy. I'm not sure, because Spirit's not really telling me. The outcome could be that this person may accept your peace offering and feel good, and then kind of like keep it pushing, keep it moving. They may not, go out of their way to tell you like, yeah, we're good. Maybe they will, but I don't see it being like it's like a shallow victory. Like it's a maybe a reassurance that everything is cool, it's okay, and then you can go on about your business. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really getting a lot of heavy energy. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, I'll check in a minute. Thank you. Yeah. So if you were to contact them, I don't feel like it would be a bad idea. I feel for the most part, it's just kind of like this person would feel maybe a little bit of relief and like a shallow victory, like, okay, well, that's cool and it is what it is. We can't erase history, but it's all good. And then for you, it's like maybe not like this grand thing that comes of it, but it's like, okay, well, as long as we're cool, or I said my piece. It's something along the lines of that. So I hope that gives you some peace and reassurance, because I do feel like this person is defensive because maybe they don't really know where you stand with everything. So it could help for this person to feel a little bit lighter, not so heavy, like, okay, there is no beef, like we're good. And then, that gives them a sense of peace. All right. Oh, shit. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. So, Miss Alexis, I do hope that reading resonated with you and it gives you a bit of peace and some clarity about your situations. Okay. Don't do nothing unless you're led to or guided to. When you reach out to others, do it for you because you feel led to. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Okay. So Breyonna, let's see. And then let me check here because I know um Jennifer and Nancy. I see you. Okay. So Jennifer and then Nancy. So Jennifer, yours came in after Lanay, and then Nancy, yours came in after Jennifer. So Jennifer, you're person 6 on the list. Nancy, you're person 7 on the list. Okay, so Breyonna, let's go to your reading. I know you emailed it to me. Let's see. Timestamp is 2703. Okay. All right, Yaminah, your questions are energy of where you and blank's relationship is going and just general message from spirit for your second question. So, all right, let's see. Where is the potential energy surrounding you and your person in question? Holy Spirit, thank you. Ask for divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity for Miss Breyonna. What does she need to know in regards to her person of interest in their connection and where this relationship is going? Where is this relationship going? Okay. Okay, so you have the Death card and the Queen of Swords here, the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the High Priestess. For some reason, I feel led to pull one more. So I'm gonna pull 6. Okay, the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Do feel like communication is key in any relationship, but specifically with this, like right now, like just like the sensitivity around whether it's like a fairly new connection or just wherever the current state of your connection is right now, it's like that clarity is needed as far as what your intentions are and what your boundaries are. Because there's something about this where you're either being encouraged to move differently with this connection, meaning like whatever the I wanted to say baggage, but that's like a triggering word. I don't want to say it like that, but like whatever the heaviness of your past and relationships were, like the emotional heaviness around it, or the uncertainty, or the feeling like kind of discarded or non appreciated by certain lovers in the past, like Spirit saying, like this is going to challenge you to move differently and not in that same manner. But it's easy to fall like by default to move in that energy of like, okay, well, I'm not gonna trust nobody no more. Like I'll date, but and kind of have like that stick up you know what. But I'm seeing you moving a little bit more wisely or a bit more like alert than usual. So you're more so paying attention to energy, but Spirit saying, but don't forget though to be receptive with the Ace of Cups, because I feel like this is challenging you to be open and kind of like find peace with not having all of the answers either, because it's like, yeah, you have enough. You're at this stage, I feel like, with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess, you are at a mature state within your journey your journey of love, the journey of trusting or opening up yourself or trusting another person, even trusting yourself within trusting another person. Like you're at a place where spirit is like you're wise now. You're wise enough to move and to listen to your instincts and listen to your intuition. So I don't really see like you have anything to worry about as far as like where this is going potentially. I feel like it's really up to you and this person, but more so for you, how receptive you are to this. There's like a shaky belief that you have, or some type of, mm, it could be like a perception that you hold in regards to love that kind of keeps you safe. And it could be something that's hurtful. That's not like, it's kind of like where the ego tries to protect you type of thing, where it's like, don't do this because you don't want to get burned, but it's not necessarily like you shouldn't move with that type of thinking because it's not, it's not good for you. It keeps you stuck, or it keeps you from being open, right? In a good way where you should be open. So it could come across as like this is safe, but at the same time, it's kind of like a cop out for not showing up and being present. So only you know exactly what that could be. But with the Eight of Swords, it's something that definitely puts you in your head, or it doesn't allow you to see things clear when you're in that mindset. So it could be a fear of this person running. Let me clarify. Hey, Alexis, you're welcome, sis. Let me clarify this Knight of Swords in reverse. Because it's like this, like a runner energy, like someone getting in the way. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. You may also trigger like things within this person as well, you know. And I feel like in any situation, there's always going to be that. Like as humans, we all have some type of hangups. We have fears. We have insecurities. We have complexes. But these are things that if we are willing to show up and be like, you know what, like I'm not going to allow my past to get in the way, whatever that may be, just kind of move through it, move past it, give love a shot, give yourself a shot, give yourself a chance, give someone else a chance to, to get to know a person or to love again. It's like we all have this, it happens. But do we allow it to keep us stuck? And I feel like this person could also have like a little bit of a paralyzing fear around putting an effort towards a connection only for it to go to shit. So this person can get in their head sometimes. So you may sense from this person that they also have insecurities, or that they're a little bit guarded, that they're not as open as maybe you would like them to be. I feel like you both are kind of mirroring each other. You're just more self-aware of maybe like how you can block yourself, or what is it that you're blocking, or why you do the things that you do. Whereas this person is not so much. They just know, I don't want to get hurt, or I don't want to look stupid, or I don't want to get played. Like, but they don't go as far as to, challenge that, go deeper beyond that. I hope I'm making sense. So it's not really saying where it's going. It could be one of those things where it's like we already know what's up. We know if something is going to be worth our time or it's not. We know that, and maybe you're only meant to know as far as what you're like what you have right now. Like as far as, let's say, like I know this guy is in my life to help me open up, whether that be for a season or whether that be that this person opens up, leading to you guys being together and having something stable. It's kind of just like maybe you're only meant to know that this person is here to help you be open, to get your foot back, in the door with love again or something like that. Because the high priestess tells me like this is something that is hidden, but not completely. It's like you have intel, you have insight. Yeah, because I'm just getting the energy around it and kind of like a little bit of the purpose as to why, this situation is here, but it's not telling me like where exactly it's going. And I feel partially it's because it's up to you guys whether you challenge yourselves to be receptive to this. And then also too, like there's a part of you that kind of knows to a certain degree what's up, like where this could go. Um, and I don't feel like spirit wants to give you all of the answers. The fact that the Queen of Swords, like these clouds surrounding her, and even in the Ace of Cups, it gives me a vibe that you are close to source, like you're close to heaven. So like Your crown chakra is open. You're alert. You're aware of what you need to know. So it's not like you need to move in fear or worry or question too much about the future, because you have enough of what you need to push you forward, or to question what you need to question. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. Okay. All right. So let's see. The other question you had is surrounding general messages from spirit. So let's tap into that. Maybe spirit will have more clarity for you as well with love. Let's see. Just general guidance, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. So you have Justice in reverse, the Eight of Cups, the Hermit in reverse, and the Page of Wands. You're like very close to some sort of like, it's like coming out of like a period of isolation, or a period maybe of sadness, a period of depressive energy, or just kind of feeling like life is a little stale, a little bit boring, or there's no highlight really. Or if the highlight is, let's say, like a new connection with someone, it's like, okay, well, it's kind of at the stalemate energy. So I'm kind of anxious. I don't really know where I'm going. Where is my life going at this point? It's those type of questions. You're coming out of that phase, um, and it's a choice or decision that you have yet to make, I feel, around the heart, matters of the heart, or like choosing to, it's not always, excuse me, it's not always as simple as just saying like, oh, I'm just going to drop, the things that I'm worried about, or just drop the desire of this. And spirit's not necessarily saying for you to drop what fulfills you, but it's like to drop what doesn't fulfill you. Even if it's like we can put ourselves in these emotional spaces of depression by focusing on what we can't see yet, or why isn't this happening yet. We can fall into those traps rather than saying, I can look at this differently in a more positive light and move towards what does feel right to me. And I feel like the path to that is the Page of Wands. It's kind of that adventure seeking, like, even if you don't know where you're going, it's like the excitement of the not knowing aspect of it, or feeding your passions again, or finding what gives you passion, that's not something that is completely externalized to where it's like you're escaping your issues. Not that type of passion, but a passion that you can find within yourself. You can cultivate it within yourself, where it's not dependent upon a man, or how many friends you got, or how much money you make, but it's something that you can generate within yourself. Like, you can do something as simple as like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to my favorite music, and I'm just gonna get in that mode, or I'm gonna just write something, or whatever puts you in that space where you're not looking for an external person or situation to be that for you. I hope I'm making sense. Let me pull one more from the top. Four Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like something that's not being seen here. Like, let me turn it up right. Because it's like spirit is saying be receptive, and it does go back to that message. Aw, thank you. It's like going back to the Ace of Cups in your other spread, where it's like that person does kind of represent a catalyst, or one of the things in this present time in your life that's calling for you to be open. Like, allow your heart to be open. Okay, thank you, sis. Temia, thank you. Calling you to be receptive. And that receptivity, I feel like, from what I've gathered so far about your energy and your readings, tonight at least, is for you to trust yourself, and being okay to trust that maybe good things can start coming in, will come in, they have been coming in. It's like, I feel like with the Justice card in reverse, it's that your heart is heavy. It's like the Miyat, the Mayat energy of, is your heart heavy or is it light as a feather? Like weighing and judging the heart. And I feel like your heart is heavy. It's not light as a feather. And it's, once you make that choice, and it may not be easy, and it could be easier than what we expect. Are these peacocks? These two peacocks, sis. When did you send that shit to me? Tori sent me two pictures. She seen a peacock the other day. I think it was Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, I think it was Monday. She seen one, and then there was another one that came about. And that day, my energy was just off that day. It was just fucking off. And I think it was like an energy. Something was just going on that day. And I think she even was like kind of feeling weird that day too. It was just a weird energy. It was kind of heavy. There's something, maybe look up what the spiritual meaning of peacocks is. But I feel like this is also a message of like spirit wants you to be reassured that I feel like this is a love message too at the same time, where it's like, know that when you pop out and you pop your feathers, like you're shining, you're just being you authentically. You don't care. You're not burdened by what somebody said about you, how somebody treated you in the past. Like you're in your bag. There's someone that's going to see you, that person that's in their bag. They're confident, like they're going to pop out. They're going to see you. Like they're going to see you for you. And that's the thing the spirit wants you to get to. I don't know if this applies to your love situation or love, friend, family, love energy too. But like to where sometimes we can play ourselves short and small because we don't want to either intimidate people. We don't want people to feel some type of way. Like, who does this person think they are? And or if I show my authentic self, it's going to run someone off. They're going to be scared, or they're not going to like me as much, or they're going to think I'm weird, or I'm just too much, or I'm not enough of this, or I need to be like this type of woman. And this is what men say they want. But it's like when you say fuck all of that societal shit. Yeah, some of these things are helpful, practical things to put in place, but you can only be you and who you're called to be. Femininity is not just wearing dresses and wearing high heels and makeup. You know, what is it that resonates with you? Because whatever that is, like there's something or somebody for everybody, whether that's like friends you vibe with, people, clients, jobs, opportunities, lovers, whatever. You're going to attract what's meant for you. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because and I think that was same day, or was it, maybe it was Tuesday? I seen on Instagram, it's a fashion, like a fashion page is really popular. It's called Fashion Bomb Daily. Shout out to them. I back in the day they used to have features for like, I don't even know if I should share this. It's so cringy, but they had like features for like fashionistas, fashion bombs, like around the world. And I submitted it. They put me on there. I was like, oh my goodness. When they had back then, when they had a blog. Anyway, it's so corny, but they had this like little experiment on there where they were like, I guess it was somebody's TikTok that had went viral, where they were sharing like people's reviews on Beyonce's fragrances versus Rihanna's Fenty fragrance. And majority of the men were like, oh, I like this one, this fragrance, which was the Beyonce one. And they were like, this because it smells floral and it's light and it smells feminine. And then I think maybe a woman picked the Fenty one or something like that. So I went to the comments. You know, when we go on social media, what we do, we go straight to the comments because we want to see what they're saying. And it was a poll, but I didn't read the poll. I just looked at the comments. And then, or I didn't vote. I just looked at the comments. And then I seen how like this woman was like, see, men telling y'all what they like, and y'all in the comments debating, talking about, well, you like this better and you like this. Men are telling you what they like. And that's not true. Like, not saying that men don't like floral scents, and like, yeah, majority of them chose that Beyonce one, maybe because that Beyonce one smells better than Fenty. But that's not to say that if they were to smell something that was more spicier or more of a like woody smell for women, that they wouldn't be like, that smells good. Because not every woman likes florals, not every woman likes fruity scents, not every woman likes woody scents. Like, everybody has like their own take, and I feel like it's based off of body chemistry. But it was kind of just like interesting to see how some of the women were even bullying other women in the comments, and was like saying stuff like, see, men are telling you that they like more of this, and you guys just keep doing the opposite. And it's like, okay, that's only a demographic of men. I'll speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody else. I love fragrances. I love people I love to smell good people. I know that sounds weird, but like men, like a man smells good, like a woman smells good. I'm like, oh, she smells good. And I have a thing for more woody stuff. I love patchouli. Like, that's my shit. Like, sandalwood is my shit. like I'll take like vanilla notes or something like that, or maybe even like a orchid scent or something. Like one of my favorite perfumes is a Tom Ford one, and it's a unisex, but I like to layer it. And I think the Fenty one has more of that woody scent. It I've never smelled it, but just based off of what the comments were saying, it's a layering. Like she created it to be a layering perfume. So like for me, like I'll find like a body spray that's more lighter, has a little bit more of a floral light vanilla type scent, and I'll blend it with that Tom Ford shit. Child, like I get compliments all the time about that, men and women alike. So I say all that to say like people gonna have their opinions of what, oh, this is what's femininity, or this is how a woman should be, or this is how a man should be, but there's somebody for everybody. Like we gotta have a contract. Like everybody is colorful. Like why can't we just be our colorful unique selves and just have whoever loves you just loves you and likes you, whoever fuck with you. Like all this, oh, this is what a high value woman, you should dress like this, and you like that, like ugh, throw it out. Throw it out the goddamn window, okay? Like throw it out. Just throw it away. Okay. Yeah. So tomato, as they say, right? Like it's all subjective. It all. There's not one demographic of beauty. And I hate this whole social media thing with, oh, this is like an ideal symmetric face. And if your face is shaped like this and your nose is proportioned, like, bitch, shut up. Like, who y'all have an agenda, and it's so clear. Not everybody looks like that. Not even these people that you using as examples look like that. Like, they've had nose jobs and the whole shebang bang. So, like, just stop. You know what I mean? Like, you're creating a deep level of complexes subconsciously in people by flashing certain images over and over, especially the children. And then TikTok is the devil, kind of, a little low key. So I say that, let's bring it all home. Whoever needs to hear that other than Breyonna, I don't know. But yes, it's like peacock, yo, peacock. Be peacocking, because you're going to find your tribe. Yes, there's someone for everyone. Okay. Shit, I had a best friend that loved that DKNY apple when it was popping back then. I think we were like in freshman year or sophomore year. It was like popular, and she loved it. Like that was her favorite perfume. That smelled good on her, but I don't do fruity. I've never liked fruity scents. Like I've always liked spicier notes or like woodier. Like that's just my thing. Like I just like it. The sweetest scent that I will go will have like a hint of vanilla or something in it. Other than that, I'm not into like fruity shit and powdery scents. Like that's not something I'm into. Like I don't like it. I don't know. It's just not for me personally. So you can smell different. People could prefer one thing or another, but the person that's for you gonna like what you putting out. They're gonna like your scent. They're gonna like your essence. In other words. Anyway, but I do want to smell both fragrances. I want to smell that Beyonce one, and I want to smell the Fenty one, because I have Rihanna's, like when she had her little fragrance line back in the day. The purple one, that's my favorite. Still to this day, I own it. I have the body spray and the perfume. Okay, it's my favorite, and it has, guess what it has in it? Patchouli. Patchouli, lang lang, sandalwood, all that shit smells good. Okay, send that shit my way. All right, let's see. Um, there's a lot of, I can go on and on about fragrances. I just, uh, it's fun. It's fun. Okay. Y'all don't sleep on them Arabian oils. Oh my gosh. There's this one. I'm not gonna tell you which one I wear because I don't want anybody running around smelling like me, even though there's probably other heifers in the world that has the same one, or maybe even men. But it has coffee and it has chocolate in it. Like some of the notes. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Like it's all over my clothes and shit. Like I love the smell of it. I love the smell of it. But yeah, y'all don't sleep on the Moravian oils. Those fragrant oils, those right there are just chef kiss, just heavenly. Like you smell like royalty type. Oh, I love it. The right one at least, because I have one other one that I bought. It was like a perfume oil. I don't really like it. It has honey in it, I mean, it's okay, but and then I have one that has like kind of it has I think it has pineapple notes in it, so it has a little bit of fruity in it. But I layer that with my woodier scents, like my Tom Ford, for example. I would layer it with that, and it smells good actually. But typically, I don't do fruity. Typically, I don't. Okay, so let's see. Do 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 do. You guys have any suggestions, fragrances? Let us just know. Like for my ladies that like those like darker scents, you know, let me know. Frank, I see your submission. Temia, Frank. Okay, so after Nancy is Temia, and then Frank, you're after Temia. Okay, so let me read who I have so far. Yaminah, Lanay, Jennifer, Nancy, Temia, and Frank. Okay. Why does it smell like jealousy up in here? She's stupid. What do you mean, Nina? 5105. It stinks of jealousy? Why are you getting that? Where's that coming from? I'm not gonna laugh because she probably on to something, but I'm just like, what is she talking about? Okay, Yamina, let's I've talked long enough. I'm sorry, sis. Okay. Why am I not getting my notifications about my cash apps? Okay, so what is the vibe towards you at your job? You feel like most of the coworkers are racist. Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Sis, that just made me mad. Like, oh, at the place that you're at. Okay. At the place. You're welcome, sis. You sat through all that, sis. You a G. Like, I would have clicked off. Like, bitch, I'll come back later. I don't want to hear this. Oh, I bet it is. It's a hateration up in there at that place you at. So let's see. I don't want to project this onto your reading, Yamina, but you never know. That could be part of it as well for you. Let's see. Holy Spirit, Yamina, Nina. Hmm. That's funny. Let's see. Holy Spirit, clear our previous energies. Let me get out of my way. Let me get out the way. Let's clear. Clear, clear, clear. Spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity. What is it that Yamina needs to know about these coworkers? Like, what's the energy surrounding it? What's the energy? What's the energy? Oh, okay. The Two of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Tower, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Wands. I feel like this is making you uncomfortable. It's not really telling me so much about the people. Um, no, there is someone on here named Mina I'm reading for at the moment. So that's why I said it was funny that you said what you said and based off of her question. Um, so you have the Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Tower, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Wands. It's not really going into the people at the work environment because I feel like the bigger picture here is that it's making you uncomfortable for a reason with the Tower. It's like you're not getting there's something about this job that you're not getting what you deserve. Like it's more, you're worthy of more. So like whether that's the task versus the pay or just the environment within itself is like you can thrive somewhere else and still get the same amount of pay or better in a better environment. It's like this, and I got to be careful what I say because I'm not suggesting that you leave your job. It could be something that you're being called to adjust, like readjust something. It could be a change that, something that accommodates what's going on. Because, a job can do that for you. Like if there's something that makes you uncomfortable, if you talk to the right person, someone that's like someone that will really, because jobs are messy. Like even the ones that you be like, isn't it supposed to be a professional corporate job? Why are y'all telling people's business in the workplace? You know what I mean? Like I came to you on some confidential shit and you're running around telling other people about what I told you. Like that's not cool. You know what I mean? Um, or you're not protecting your coworkers. You know what I mean? So I feel there's something with adjustment, or this is to make you feel uncomfortable so that you readjust or you realign, whether it's within this existing place or somewhere else. So it's meant to make you uncomfortable for a reason. And you could make people feel uncomfortable in some kind of way because they might feel uncomfortable in your presence, where, let's say, you come there to work and do your job, and they may be there just to slack off, or they just been getting away, kind of like you make them have to put in the effort or actually show up in some kind of way. There is an uncomfortability with this energy, I feel. And it's happening in a divine way, though. I hope I'm making sense. Um, because there's like spirit is like extending an olive branch to you, like a piece here. Like this uncomfortability is like the contrast of, okay, so this is one spectrum of it. This is the uncomfortability. This is the, you know, where you don't feel like you're getting what you deserve, versus like over here, this is where you belong. This is a safer space for you. There's some type of choice or readjusting. I just keep hearing that word, readjusting. And then with the Three of Wands, it's spirit kind of wants you to have a bigger picture, a bigger perspective. It's like take a look outside of the obvious, like these people are doing this, they're doing that, or they have like a bit of a racism. I'm not saying, I'm not discrediting what you feel, or being insensitive to say like, oh, it's not racism. I feel like that is the low level of it. If it's there, it's low level. It's more so these people may feel uncomfortable with your presence because you're making them have to straighten up their t-shirt, their button ups, their collars, their suits. They're having to sit up straight. They have to actually apply or do something with themselves, where it's like, I don't know, I feel yeah, because I think Tori said this, because I was explaining how like some of the women at work, it kind of were giving me a little bit of a hard time. One in particular, this older woman that should not be walking around looking for dick at work. Like, sis, like, what you doing? Anyway, it's like certain people don't just come there for their checks. Some people be coming in there to make love connections, or to just, get some ass. They booty watching, they dick watching. So if someone comes into the workplace and actually is doing their job, and it's kind of like, well, we can't just be over here taking long breaks or sitting here following behind dudes all day and stuff like that. We actually have to do something. It's kind of that type of energy. It doesn't have to be that exact thing, but it's just kind of people been getting away with slacking off in the company, or not applying themselves, and you're making your numbers, or you're over exceeding what they do in a day, or it takes them 3 or 4 hours to meet certain quotas, but it takes you an hour to do it, or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of energy. I hope I'm making sense. Okay. So, other than that, let's move on to your love question, because I know you had one. And the love question was, are you headed in the right direction with doing your work to prepare for companionship? Okay. Let's see. Girl, don't let no, and if somebody's sweating you at work being racist, like it's Black History Month, don't don't do that. I firmly believe that the ancestors be mad. You know, I don't remember what time of year it was, but it was like a time of the year that was real intense around the racism shit. And yeah, I'm not gonna share that story. It's a little violent, and I'm trying to keep it cute on my channel, but I just say all this to say, like, the ancestors be coming through, and sometimes they come through you, and it's like you have an extra external strength that you don't have regularly. I'm gonna leave it at that. Anywho, child, don't let these people play with you, sis. Like, and half the time you don't have to do nothing. And racism is really an ignorant. It's really a demonic energy. I always say that. It just doesn't make sense. It's really the level that humans go to like find something to just dislike and hate a group of people. No, Nina already knows what the story. I'm not, because child, like it's promoting violence, domestic, like but I was defending myself, so hey. I had to do what I had to do. And then the guy that was harassing me and my mom, he got arrested because he was drunk driving. So like I'm telling you, the ancestors don't play around. Like I had a strength that I did not know I had. Like, bitch, I picked up a whole man off of the floor and I'm only 5'6". Like, this is a grown man. Like a full grown. So, child, no. Just oh. I also think it's because like if Taurus had an energy drink, it would probably be like one of them Red Bulls, like them real strong Red Bulls, like that just gets you real hyphy, especially when you put the vodka mix up in it. That type of hyphy. Yeah. 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 You don't have to stay there too long, sis. No. But just don't let it affect you too much. But as far as the companionship goes, the Ten of Cups, death, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hierophant and the King of Cups, the energy drink. uh, I feel like I feel like you are like the Ten of Cups energy to me. Like you have all the beautiful cards I would say for like marriage and union, especially the King of Cups. The King of Cups to me is like a loving partner. Like when he's in his right energy, his right mind, he's a loving partner. So shout out to the King of Cups energy. I would say yes, you are on the right track with the Ten of Cups. It's like Spirit wants you to hold that vision, or at least the emotional essence. I should say more so the essence of the vision of what you see for yourself in your love life, like the type of partnership you wish to experience. Um, the death card being here is like you are going through the necessary transformations that you need, especially like if there's a part of you that doesn't want to open up or is kind of debating on whether or not you should ever give your heart to someone else ever again with the Four of Pentacles. No more dealing with emotionally unavailable people or people that it may not. I say this all the time to myself because it's easy to like look at a guy and be like, oh, he fumbled the bag. And it's like, not exactly. Like, yeah, if it was something that could have been beneficial for a season and they opted not to, that's their choice. But not every person is meant to give everyone their heart. Like just because like we vibe and we connecting doesn't necessarily mean that we should give each other our hearts, because if they were inspired to, they would have. And I feel like it's okay. Like you don't want to just give your heart to every single person you come across or that you connect with, or that is maybe just there temporarily, or some people were not even meant to. So it's like be grateful that a certain person was not giving their heart to you because it wasn't meant, or that's just a testament that okay, if they didn't give me their heart, it wasn't meant for me to have it, or it wasn't meant for me to give my heart. It's meant for someone that it's meant for. It's plain and simple. We're not all meant for each other. Even if we encounter for a season or a time, we're not all meant, right? So I feel like there's something about you closing that part of your chapter, your journey, where you do encounter those connections where a person is not available to give up their heart, or they're not the one, they're not supposed to. You know what I mean? Um, and then even with the Hierophant, it does have a quality like, or this part of it where the lessons come in. So the lesson I feel like is of giving your heart in the security of that and feeling safe to do that. Don't give your heart until you're sure. Meaning it's not like the guy has to be perfect and check off all these boxes. It's not going to be a Tyler Perry movie. It could be like where something in your spirit is like, I trust you. Like I trust you. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant that they do or say for you to trust. It's you just know. And that's kind of the vibe that I get from this, is a feeling, it's a knowing, and you feel safe with this person. So I feel like you are on the right track. And if it's excruciatingly painful, when it comes to the topic of love, and it really hurts you, the thought of loving or giving your heart, or the fear of giving your heart, or the pain of someone maybe feeling like didn't give their heart to you, or never opened up, or you felt like someone was not as emotionally open as you were, and you feel like you got cheated out of that. The pain of that, I feel like the more that it comes up, the more it is being released. And shout out again to Tori, because she sent me a TikTok video. I'll probably post it. I'll have to screenshot it or something. But in the video, the woman was saying, like, when you're going through like that stage where you decided to grow and to have more for yourself and create a better life, the more you start doing that, the more and more the traumas and the past experiences and the negative thoughts and the things that have been said to you over time will start to come up, so that you can address them and deal with them and release it the more and more. Because so she was using like a jar, like a clear jar, like this huge jar, and she was putting like tennis balls in it and like little pieces of paper, like, these are the things, like the traumas that you carry and the insecurities and things and naysayers. And she started pouring water, and the water was the foundation of your growth, the things that you were creating for yourself. And the more she would pour water, the more those balls, like the tennis balls and the paper, would start to come to the top. And it's like, this is what happens. And then the more she poured the water, the stuff started to fall out of the jar. So it's kind of that type of analogy of, the more you put your faith, you work on yourself, you make yourself available for healthy connections and relationships, you're going to have those painful memories that start to pop up and come up, because it's being purged, it's being filtered through, it's being sorted through, and it's like, it's got to just, it's like shit, it got to pass, like it's got to go, or when you throw up, it just has to come up. um and I'm getting like, you're on the right track. The only thing spirit would say is like, yeah, make an adventure. And I keep getting this type of energy in a lot of readings. um the Page of Wands energy, and then the Fool is like, allow yourself to be in that kind of adventurous state with your life right now, to where you're just flowing and going. You're not too worried about, okay, well, what's going to happen, um is this going to happen, is this not going to happen. It is. It's going to happen for you when it's divinely meant to, you know? So just flow and enjoy and be present with your life, and not fixate too much on the tomorrow and how it's going to happen, because it's going to happen. Who is texting me? But that's the message, sis. Long story short, that's the reading. I appreciate it, as always. And I hope this message was helpful to you, sis. So you are on the right track, sis. You are. May not feel like it sometimes, because, we be looking for the perfectionism in our journey, and it's like, okay, I should be here and this should be happening, and, maybe I fucked up. What? Nina, what is you talking about? Okay, so I'm sending much love to you, sis. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next read. I'm sweating over here. Let me update the list so you guys know where I'm at. But pretty much who's next. Jennifer is up next, Nancy, Temia, and then Frank, if anyone else is interested. The list is open. Nina, what in the hell is you talking about? Wait, who did you? You talking about, what's his name? You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, sis. No, no, no. Get down, Foxy. Down, go. What do you want? Okay, so that's the list. Let me delete the previous list so you guys know where I'm at. Okay. All right, Miss. Actually, Lanay. Did I say Jennifer? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lanay. I'm sorry. 69:45. Whoop. Okay, so let me do 70 minutes in. What's wrong, Foxy? What's the matter, Chunka Chunka? Hmm? 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay. Okay. All right, sis. So let's get to your reading, Lanay. Okay. Oh, wow, girl. That's scary. That song came to, like, girl. So sis asked, what is the significance of why she keeps hearing Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Lauryn Hill? Who else has been hearing that song lately? Just randomly, like, just, I don't know. That's weird. Because I think the other night and then, like, 2 days ago, I seen it or something. It was like, somebody posted something with that song. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, let's see. For you, like, what is the purpose and the meaning? You too, girl. See, now come on now. What are the odds for real? Let's see. Spirit. What is the significance as to why Lanay is hearing this particular song? Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. Hmm. The Fool. 888. The Star. Page of Wands. You're manifesting something. 4 Wands. 9 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Girl, I was okay. I was just about to, I get excited with this type of shit. I'm telling you, like, I get excited. The Temperance. This is so funny. Like, okay. I gotta figure out how to word this because I'm getting a lot of message. So let me just slow down. So it's funny because Tori said 888, and then Nina said she's been having this. What is something with 8? And the star card came out as soon as Tori said 888. The star is 17, which is 1 and 7. That's an 8. Infinity. There's something like with where the spirit realm meets the physical. It's like a message to you. You're manifesting something, and I feel like that's a testament. Like that song, there's something about like an energy exchange. Like, let's say, like the lyrics in the song is how you're going to feel in a relationship or how someone's going to feel towards you, like the expression of love. There's something sweet about it. There's something like this lovey-dovey, like, just, the emoji with the heart eyes. It's like that. um that's the type of love that you're manifesting, like the energy of it. So I feel like spirit wants you to kind of like look at it from a playful stance and not take it heavily or take it too, like, yeah, take it seriously. But why? It might be your connection. But yeah, so I'm just getting that was a message to you about something you're manifesting when it comes to love. It's like those synchronicities that you see. Like the star card sometimes for me is like divine alignment. Sometimes it could be a synchronicity or a sign or a positive omen. The 4 of Wands card is the 1111 card too sometimes. So it's like one of those types of messages where it's something deeper behind it. But the Temperance, the reason why I laughed is because that night that I was like, I felt so fucking weird. It was like this heavy energy, almost like something was dying. It was like this kind of like somber is the best word that I could describe the energy. And I was like, I know it's not anything going on wrong with me. Like, it's not anything bad going on in my life for me to be like, but I felt like this heaviness. And it felt like that day was Valentine's Day. This is so fucking weird. I don't even know how to describe it. But it felt like it was Valentine's Day and I could feel the energy of it. And it was just like, I keep saying to myself, this is the last year I'm gonna be single. And I told myself last year that I would stop saying that shit. Like, don't say that anymore. Just let it fucking be what it is, single or not. Like, just stop saying that. And I was packing an order. It was a school picture, and the little girl's name was Temperance. And I was like, okay, bet spirit. So I don't know. And it's funny that the top of the deck is the Temperance card, and at the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles, where the Queen of Pentacles was your first card out, counterparts. So it's like there's something that's working behind the scenes, but you have to temper your energy, find balance, and be in that state of just flow and trust and allow. So I feel like that song within itself is like there's something within the lyrics. Her name was fucking Temperance. Yes. Why someone named their child that, I don't know, but her name was straight up Temperance. I've seen some very interesting, like, spirit speaks to me through those kids. I'm telling you, like those pictures, like the names. I have to see names all day and addresses all day, and like the names are just like some of them. I'm like, who the fuck would name their child some of the shit they be naming them? Like Mystery. I've seen that name before. I was like, Mystery. One that I thought was real dope was Zeppelin. I thought that was dope because Led Zeppelin. I'm assuming that's why they named him Zeppelin. I thought that was dope. But yeah. Other than that, that's what I'm getting for you, sis. Long story short. So be excited. I'm gonna drop some cards on the floor. Okay. Why am I hearing that Meatloaf song? Is that his name, Meatloaf? That I would do anything for love, but I won't do that part. Like, what is it that he won't do? Like, has anybody ever figured out what he wasn't gonna do? Like, he could be talking about eating ass for all we know. He's like, I'll do anything for love, but I ain't gonna eat no ass. I ain't doing that. I don't know what he was talking about. Anyway. Yeah, I thought that was cute. Zeppelin. That was a really cute name. Okay. So, Jennifer, you are up next, sis. I know I got it wrong and said that you were after Yaminah, but I'm stupid. I don't read stuff well sometimes. Okay, so let's see. Timestamp. We're at 77:47. 77. I'm gonna do 78 minutes because I'm probably not gonna catch it in time when I convert the time. Let's see. Calculate it. Calculate. Hurry, 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 hurry. 78 minutes is 1 hour and 18. I should do better. You know, I don't do math all the time like that. I just be like, yeah. Okay, so Jennifer, your question was, how does this person currently feel? Okay, what are their current feelings towards you? Okay. And I feel like I'm missing somewhere. No, I'm not. Okay. This person current feelings towards you. Let's see. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Okay. I had to unplug my charger and plug my other phone because spirit needs to you. What is this person's current feelings towards Jennifer, and I clear all previous energies and messages. What is the current feelings? Current feelings. Page of Swords flew out. 3 of Pentacles flew out. 6 of Pentacles flew out. And the 7 of Cups in reverse also flew out. Okay. Shit. I feel like this person is trying to move logically when it comes to you. I'm not seeing a lot of emotional energy. Like the 7 of Cups is almost like, with it being reversed, it's like they're trying to have a level head. Like they feel like if they're too in their emotions, they're not clear. So it's like, let me kind of like remove myself out of my emotions and try to look at this from another angle, like in a practical way of what can I give? Because it's like, if they're moving in that emotional space, they feel like that's where they kind of get in that playish energy, that playboy energy, where it's like they're being more strategic and more like trying to use their charm and like play games and mind games and stuff like that, try to, pull on your heartstrings. So it's like, let me step out of that energy and actually like think this through clearly and practically. That's what I feel like their current feelings towards you was like. However they've been moving towards you, that's not working anymore. Let me see. Let me clarify 7 of Cups. Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like I have to like remove myself out of this energy of like, because it's not working. Like, this is an illusion. This is not me being completely authentic. It's not me being transparent. Or if this person is looking at a situation from this dreamy sense, they're not going to make any moves. Like if they're fantasizing or they're like, what's the right word? Like, is it hypothesize? That's the right word, because that's what I'm hearing. It's like, if I keep doing that, then I'm not going to make any moves. So let me be practical and let me be real and look at this from like the standpoint of what's really going on right now, like what I have, what I do know based off of our connection, based off of what's really going on. Like, let me do that. Nine of Cups. So that's what's going to lead to what they feel like is a win-win outcome. Could even be like this person is thinking about like, what do they really want out of the situation as well. So I feel like this person is coming from a standpoint that might be a little bit out of their element, but they feel like it's the most practical, most healthy way to go about things, rather than that little, fuckboy energy and kind of like, it's easy to play around with the passion and the fantasy realm and like get you going emotionally. But when it comes to actually doing the groundwork, they feel like that's where they fall flat. So it's like, okay, well, how can I show up in a practical way with this, or approach the situation practical based off of what we're currently experiencing or what I know to be true? Like, what is tangible, what is factual? That's how they're moving right now. It's not really telling me so much how they feel about you. It's like where they're at with you, their feelings towards you. I don't feel like they've changed much. Like, this person very much, I feel like, still has feelings. Otherwise, they wouldn't be putting in all this effort. And granted, it's not like this person is making these grand efforts, like they're planning to marry you or some shit like that. But it's enough to like try to figure out how to have a balance in this connection at least. So I'll give him a little bit of credit here, because the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords to me is like at least someone making an effort, you know. Um the Seven of Cups being reversed is like, I'm not gonna move in that faulty kind of, flaky, wishy-washy energy. Continue to paint this illusion that I'm moving towards you. I'm gonna make some stuff work. We're gonna make some, like, that's not working. So I need to move out of that. This is not practical. Let me see. How is this person How does this person actually feel? And please give me Ace of Cups. Yeah, like this person, I don't feel like this is a changeable feeling. This is something I feel like it is what it is. It's just, I feel I still have love for you. It's something that I feel is overflowing. So their emotions for you has not changed much at all. Like there's no shift of something dramatic like, oh, I don't know if I can fuck with you no more. Or, I just don't have feelings for you anymore. It's not anything on that, dramatic spectrum to one end of being like, oh, I'm feeling you, to the next, like, oh, fuck you, I don't care. I don't get that. There's still feelings for you there. There's still an openness to you. The thing is like, do I deserve it? Am I in the place to even receive this? Is more so like where they're at, how they feel. So I hope this makes sense, sis. I hope that resonates with you. Yeah, you're on this person's mind. I've never noticed this. I only had these cards for like a week or two, maybe. And if you see, there's a woman in the clouds and a page of swords. So you are in the back of their mind, like as far as like their choice of decision to be more move more from a place of like, okay, let's start really thinking things through and not just moving off of that played out strategy playbook, gaming and emotionally like pulling on your heartstrings and charming and all that shit. Like let's move out of that and let's put some real attentive energy. Like that's what I'm getting. Intention. Attentive, not attentive, but intentive energy. Okay. All right. So that was your reading, sis, Miss Jennifer. Nancy, I am not on yours. I'm about to be on yours just right now, actually. So Jennifer, much love to you, sis. Let's go ahead and move on to Miss Nancy. Okay, our time stamp. Let's do 87. Let me hurry up before it converts. I could do the math, but I'm not doing that. I like using this little calculator thing because it helps me. Okay, let's see. An hour 27. Hour 27. Okay. All right, Nancy. Okay. Is it raining? I want it to rain so bad. On my days off, it never rains. Like I love the rain. Like that's so like especially during anytime it rains actually. I was about to say like when it rains during like winter season because it makes it really chilly and I love that feeling. But I like summer rain. It's romantic. It's so romantic. Okay. How does this person feel about you, Nancy? And then Frank, you are Temia, and then Frank, sorry. So Nancy, how does your person currently feel? Your person in question and interest. How do they currently feel? Oh, girl. The lovers flew out. Okay. Gotta catch them all. Because all these cards trying to fly out. The Three of Cups. The lovers. The Nine of Pentacles. Showing her ass. Just kidding. Five of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Wands. Three of Cups. This person may want something to happen between the two of you because I know you said this was kind of like a friend type of situational association type of thing. This person may want something to like happen between the two of you, but mm, maybe to get out of the setting that you're in with the Three of Cups and 10 of Wands, Five of Pentacles, it's kind of difficult to do that. Um, because there's something about, okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is like this person, there's some type of, I wouldn't say arms. Yeah, I guess arm's length. Like there's something that they, whether it's the whole, you know what the association is. If it's because of that, it's not so much like, oh, I can't because it's not professional. It's more so like maybe because it's too many people around, or they can't really steal enough time with you to like kind of build upon something to where they feel comfortable enough to take this outside of that environment or something like that. You both are kind of like rejecting something, or you feel like maybe you should reject some sort of a feeling or attraction, or it's like if something does progress, it's like, okay, well, what if I take the steps to do that and I get rejected? It's like you both share that fear of rejection and it's being manifested somehow. So whether it's if I approach this and it doesn't work out, I get rejected, or I have to reject my feelings, or I'm trying to reject, you know, it could be rejecting my fear. But this, for this person with the 10 of Wands, it is a heavy energy, but it can also represent the workplace too. So that's kind of what's burdening them, is the environment around the circumstances, I feel like. And also the fact that they want something to come of this. I don't know if this person already has someone that they're entertaining, dating. I don't feel like they're in a relationship though. Let me, ooh, okay. Ace of Swords. Here it comes. Whoa, the Hangman. What is that? On the floor? I don't want to roll on my cards. So Pentacles. Yeah, they're kind of stuck between like making a clear cut decision or speaking some type of truth, or making their intentions known, or revealing to you maybe that they would like to get to know you or take something outside of the workplace. But it's almost like they want it to be a not romantic type of thing. It's kind of like they want it to be something maybe where there's other people around or involved, to where it doesn't feel so awkward maybe to you. So they might be trying to strategize, but I'm not really, I want to be careful with how I word things, because just because somebody's thinking of something doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to act upon it. Or I can't really predict how soon, if they will, act upon these thoughts or these intentions of what they like to do. But it feels like to me like they're still kind of going back and forth with themselves. One thing's for sure that they do want is they want some type of personal, like more so of a personal interaction that's not involved in an environment that you guys are in daily, if you know what I'm saying. And maybe even considering like other people being involved or being around it. If if you have an inkling, or for a fact that this person is maybe talking to or dating someone or dating others, maybe not just one person, but maybe others, there's like this considering you into that as well. So I don't know. I don't get that as strongly as I get like they want this to be something on a more personal environment rather than professional environment. That's what I'm getting more so from that 3 of Cups. Yeah, this person, I feel like there's an attraction. They definitely notice your energy. They notice you. It's like, but there's this arm's length thing where they don't feel like they can't take it too far. But it's not because they feel like, oh, that's unprofessional. It's because of everybody that's around or something. I don't know. So if they were to be like, hey, you want to hang out, it may not be with people you work with or something. It could be people that they're close to in everyday life, and they're just inviting you into that. Or they might say, yeah, you can bring your friend or bring a friend with you. Something like, it's something where it's not, doesn't come across as like a date type of intimate setting. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm getting with this. I hope that makes sense, or resonates at least. Because only you, like, truthfully know, what they got going on. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Yeah. I don't get relationship vibes. If it is any type of third energy, it would just be dating. I don't see like that. And that wasn't even coming up that strongly, but that's just a possibility. But yeah, it's more so I feel like this is a desire to socialize with you on a personal level, but having it involve other people. So I hope that makes sense. It resonates. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next reading. So Temia and then Frank, and then that I guess will conclude. You're welcome. That will conclude it. I'm assuming after Frank. So we're gonna do Temia and then Frank. So what we at on time? That's okay. 95 minutes. Shit, I gotta convert this fast because time seconds. Let me see. 95, 10. Come on now. Freaking calculator. You motherfucker. I can't. Google, you asshole. They're like, bitch, you've been using this app for free. You gonna click some ads. No, I'm not clicking. Like they really did do that to me. They put this tax thing on here. They said, bitch, you've been using us for free. You about to put all these ads on here. They're not gonna let me use this. They look at them. They slick. Oh, forget y'all. Okay, I gotta find another converter calculator because they over here trying to play me. Ah, that was cute of you. That was so cute. This website was like, no, you're gonna get, you're gonna click these ads. Like you know how when you be trying to get like free out like um free images and then you click on it and it be like all these like tags on it in the back. That's what they trying to do with this site. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like y'all thought y'all was doing something. Or maybe they like, bitch, you thought you was doing something. Okay, so 96 minutes. Let's do 96. Okay. Okay. 1 hour and 36 minutes. All right. So, yeah, it's like you're not using my app for free. You gonna pay. You know, that's what they said. They said you gonna click these taxes. Okay, so Tamia, how will you and this person? Okay, wait. Let me read it again. When/how will you and this person reconcile? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, sis. I don't know why Cash App they do it like way after the fact. So I don't know if it's like pending. I'll check. Okay, I'll check. Temia, Spirit, I clear our previous energies. Ask for divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity. Please give us clear insight into when or how will Temia reconcile with her person of interest. This energy surrounding reconciliation. What do you want her to know? The Eight of Pentacles. Your person is focused on like something with themselves. That's the energy that I get from them. Yeah. Okay. So you have a lot of cards. So I feel like Spirit has a lot of shit to say, you know. I typically don't. I think Rosie was the only one that had like a lot of cards like this that I was led to pull. So Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Fool, the Page of Cups. I was about to say the Five of Cups. Why? Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Wands has been coming out almost all night. The Hangman as well. The King of Swords, the High Priestess, Page of Pentacles. There's three pages here. It's like your person can be at this stage where they want to initiate newness into different areas of their life. So I feel like your person's energy is mainly heavily focused on self. So like how or when I don't I'm going to have to clarify this a little bit more because I'm not really getting strong reconciliation vibes from this, at least not right now or maybe not anytime soon or something. Like I don't want to give you the impression that like it's going to or it's not going to if I don't see it at all. So I don't want to even say like, yeah, it's going to or it's not, because I don't I don't get a strong message around it. Well, I'm getting more so like where this person is at, like within their energy. Maybe I'll get a little bit more into it. Let me see. This person is like, they would either have to work on themselves to a certain degree, but it seems like they're already presently focused. There is a hesitation about like stepping into the unknown or stepping into new things or new energies for this person. Okay. I did. I see it on there. Um yeah, it's like this energy of like they would have to be receptive and be open. And I feel like the fear of the unknown, more so connected to maybe love, like scares the shit out of them. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's like this person is afraid to gain something so valuable, or maybe this is like, I don't know, like whatever the cause of your separation was, this could be connected to that, you know, because it feels like to me this person has this fear around having something very valuable to them and then it being stripped or taken away from them. Like that's the fear that they hold or that they have. So in short, like the fear of the rejection of something valuable or being taken from them may have caused them to reject you in some kind of way or reject your relationship. This person does need to venture off on their own to get a better enlightenment, some type of truth or clarity. They need to know what it's like to really lose what they want. So this is the thing that I feel like people don't fucking understand. You lose the thing that you're afraid to lose when you self-sabotage. Like your fear of losing something will cause you to lose it or cause you to never really value it or take care of it in the way because you're afraid that it's going to be taken from you, which manifested being taken from you. Like this person may have to come to the realization of maybe that, like a loss of something of value, or it's like they might have to get that, what I just said, that analogy of your fear of losing something actually causes you to lose out or miss out on something that you hold valuable. Like you're already manifesting. It's a self prophecy when you do that. So I feel like there's a revelation that this person has to come to, whether it's that specific thing that I was getting or something else. This person could be very stubborn when it comes to going in a path. Like they might be used to going down paths that are detrimental. So the hangman is standing out to me the most. It's this could be the point of where they have clarity about you, because the King of Swords is right next to the High Priestess, right after the Hangman. So yeah, after the Hangman is the King of Swords and the High Priestess, Page of Pentacles, the value of something. So I don't want to paint that picture like, oh, they gotta lose you, sis, to know your worth. And yeah, it could be that. I'm not even gonna doubt that. Okay, so the and then my mom's in the background, like not arguing with her man, but like, you know how, you trying to tell your man something, he's stubborn as fuck. Her man is stubborn as fuck. So I feel like your person could have like this very stubborn demeanor um about them. And maybe it took them to maybe like lose you, even if they caused the separation or they initiated the separation. It's still like it a loss. They caused it. So that could be potentially like what could bring about a reconciliation. But if I'm going to say reconciliation, to be honest, I feel like at least initially what it feels like to me is that it would be more of an introduction into maybe reconnecting and figuring things out, or just following up with each other, kind of feeling each other's energy out, but not so much like full blown getting back together. It kind of feels like it might open the gate to initiate Maybe a fresh start or hashing things out in some kind of way where it doesn't have to be about the romance or being in a relationship. That's what I'm more so getting. Reconciliation could be around this potentially, or at least initially, potentially. Does that make sense? Initially, potentially. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Long story short, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, this person is going to have to get over that fear of like the unknown of love, because like again they have this fear, like I keep picking it up, it's like a fear of having something so valuable or loving someone so much so deeply, like they're that important, they're that special, to the point where it's like, well, what if I lose that person or somebody takes that person, like something, like they thinking too far into things rather than living in the moment and enjoying love and feeling what they feel and connecting with the person that they love. It's like they're thinking, oh, what if I lose all of that? That would be fucking devastating. Or I give you all this power. Yeah, thank you, sis. I found her. And I'm sorry, Simone. So all night, I don't know why Cash App has not been notifying me of my notification. Like it shows me after the fact. Like I think Temia sent hers a long time ago, and like 40 minutes ago, it just showed me that she sent me a payment. So I don't know why it's doing that. So yes, Miss Temia, that was your reading, sis. I do hope that that brings you a bit more clarity or confirms some things that you already felt. And much love. Okay, so Miss Frank, you were up next, and then Simone, you were after Frank. So let me get my timestamps going, because that one website trying to play me. So 106 in Park is our timestamp. No, I'm just like, I gotta find it. I found another converter since that other one was trying to play with me. Like, okay. How do I reconvert? See, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Okay, 107. 107. 1 hour and 47. Okay. Okay. 147. Okay. All right. So Frank, let's see what you got going on, sis. Okay. General. Yes, you've been on a roll. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. So for February, whether it's love advice or any other, whatever your spiritual counsel would like for you to know or prepare for, that's fair enough. Let's see what's going on. This what? No, whatever. Why are they sending this now? Hold on, this email. Like I submitted that application months ago. Okay. Frank, let's clear all previous energies. What is it that you want? The Wheel of Fortune. The Star. Ooh. 9 of Cups, girl. 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the 2 of Swords. Okay. Oh, you did. I'm sorry, sis. I'll go back. I'm sorry. Goodness. I didn't see that. Let me go back. So, did you send it somewhere else, sis? Because I don't see it on here. I just saw the love question. Um, let me do Nan. There's Frank's. Sorry, Frank's. So, and I'll get back to you, Temia. Just leave yours if you don't mind in the chat, or you can email it, and I'll go back. Okay, okay, I got you. So, Frank, what I'm getting for you is like there is some type of it's like this. I don't know. I'm getting like a alignment, like a right, like a time that's ripe for you, like a it feels like something beautiful. Like you don't want to miss this. Like the Wheel of Fortune with the star and the Nine of Cups, it's like a wish fulfillment. Like something is right on time. Like it feels like a dream come true. Like something is just, it's marked perfectly. With the Seven of Pentacles, it could be something that you've been waiting for, or this will feel like something that came like a long time coming. Like you've waited for some time for this. And it doesn't have to be like, let's say for instance, like I don't want to make it too specific. Like let's say specifics in the mean of like if it's a job or something like that, and um you've been wanting this particular position with this specific like particular company or whatever, and then you finally get it after years and years. It doesn't feel like it's something that specific. It's like I just want a job, or find a career that's going to make me happy. Maybe you don't know what that career is yet or something. Or if it's love, like not so much like a specific person, or it could just be like you've been looking for the one, or that love that feels like home, or it feels just like it was divinely meant to happen, or it just happens at this perfect time. It happens unexpectedly, just like the circumstances around it were right. It's like you aren't paying too much attention to how it's going to manifest. It's just when it does come, it's like this is something I've been waiting for a long time. It's like the feeling of it. So I don't know if I'm explaining that right. You know what I mean? Like your liver situation could have been very shitty or something, let's say, or like you just wanted a better living situation for yourself, but you didn't have like a specific place in mind, or I want to move in a big house, or I want to live here. It just happens to be that you come across a dream home or something like that, and it just feels good. Like I'm finally in a better situation. It's not too specific, but it feels like a dream come true happens. I hope I'm explaining this right. Um, it is also like other things I feel like spirit wants you to know is like there's something that is currently being prepared for you. So it's like there's work behind the scenes. It could also be too like someone putting in effort coming into your life. This does kind of feel like a love energy too. Like this Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, like this person is moving into the Three of Pentacles energy. Like I'm moving into building and creating stability. Like there's someone that will come into your life that's not going to put you in your head, where you're not going to doubt or question their intentions, if they're going to make effort or they're not, because it's very clear that they're going to do this. It's almost like this person is coming in unexpectedly. Like this guy, it's like it's on its way. Looking at this from a distance, it kind of looks like he's floating in the sky, like him and his horse, like he's riding in, like this is a divine energy. So, sometimes in love readings, we like, sometimes we can pick up the energy of the Knight of Wands as like a flaky player type of energy, a runner energy. But I feel like this is more so someone that is coming towards you, like it's already in motion, and this person is coming in a divine way. Like it's their intentions are pure. They're a good person, like their intentions are to build. It's like they're someone that takes action. They don't got to think about whether they want to be with you or they don't. They already know. Like they are not somebody that's going to have you like confused and strung along. So I don't really get a vibe of someone that you're already dealing with or something like that. This feels kind of new. And if it happens to be that, you'll know if it's, this applies to someone, because they're really putting in the effort. This isn't no fake, I'm gonna just do what I can to keep you type of, and then I go back to the same shit within days of weeks or months, like later, I'm back to the same old, same old. This isn't that. It's something very concrete. I want to build with you. I know what I want with you. And they make that shit happen. There's no playing around. Um, it might not happen like all at once, but it's like if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and they actually do it. Like they actually show you. They're not just talking. They're not just, oh, as soon as you leave, now I'm gonna straighten up and then I fall. Like you can tell the difference. So this is again spirit saying like this is not gonna be a situation that puts you in your head where you're questioning where you stand and how do they feel? Do they love me? Do they not? Or are they gonna do this? Or they like there's no question. Like this is somebody that says what they mean and means what they say, and they act like they literally act on it. So yeah, all I'm getting is like spirit saying to not be afraid of change, not be afraid to kind of step out of your comfort zone, or not being afraid of what the future holds. Don't be so focused on the future. And I feel like as long as you're focused on what is right for you, and you know if I'm not mistaken, you have children as well or a child, consider what's good for their well being as well, like truthfully good for them. And I feel like you'll be in that state of like your energy, it's like it radiates a red, like a ready signal, like you're ready for whatever. It's something like a wish fulfillment. It's like it's the right time. I don't know. Like just looking at that first combination, the first three cards combination, the wheel, the star, the nine of cups, that's like some type of like opportunity that don't come around like this all the time, or like a moment that you'll never forget. Like it's one of those feelings, like it's something divine about it. It's orchestrated. It's I guess auspicious slash serendipitous energy. So yeah, long story short, that is what I'm getting for you, Frank. Sending much love to you. Let me know if that makes sense and if that resonated. So I'm gonna hop skip back to Temia because I forgot her question, and then Simone, I got you, sis. Who is that? Novi? Nova, why are you scratching at my door? Like you gonna let me in or no? Okay. So let's go back to let's see, one, where we at? 118 on the timestamp. Minutes, hours, 118 minutes to hours. Not divide the time value by 60. I'm not doing all of that. Y'all want me to do it, but I ain't doing it. Y'all want me to do the math. Okay? We're gonna be lazy, okay? Just for the sake of time, okay? All right. 118. So this is your reading. All right. So we're gonna see just the general messages that spirit has for you, and then Simone, you are up next, sis. Okay, so what do you need to know at this time? Okay. Oh shit. I dropped half of my deck. Maybe those are your cards. I'm kind of worried because I don't know how many flew out. I'm just shuffle again. Tapping back into Temia's energy spirit. What does she need to know? Just a general energy and message for her surrounding whatever you want her to know. Dang, the Nine of Wands came out so aggressively it bent my card. Nine of Wands. Oh, damn it. I should have known. Like, Spirit's like, it's a lot. It's a lot of commotion. Okay, there's a lot going on in the spirit realm concerning you, sis. Like, it's a lot. Look at all this shit. Look at all this energy. It's a lot of commotion. You shaking the table, okay, in the spirit realm. Bless you, Foxy. You shaking the table. How do I gosh, okay, I gotta figure out how to goodness. Hey sis. The list is still open. Sure. Two of Cups. What's going on? Okay, the Tower definitely said, bitch, here I am. Rocking like a hurricane. The Knight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. The Tower. Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Okay. There's so much I feel like that's happening on your behalf that is, I feel like it's positive, but it's like this aggressive energy, like shaking things up for you, maybe shaking you out of your comfortability. And I feel like that connection that you asked about earlier, it was the genesis of kind of shaking things up for you and this person. Like, I feel like Spirit wants you to come to the realization around your worth. Like, this is a constant lesson for you, I feel, and it manifests in different ways. Like, this lesson of worth and value, or time and attention. It's like I hear the word equation. Equation. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Like, it's all boils down to and comes down to you being receptive to only what's in alignment for you. So I feel like that person and you, like whoever the person is that you asked initially about earlier, there's something about their departure that was meant to shake things up in your life. And same for them. They're not gonna go without getting whatever it is that Spirit needs them to get out of the situation with you either. It's kind of like you guys, your departure, your ending or something, it is going to lead to some type of greater awakening. We already saw that in the Hangman and the last spread that you had asked about the person. So the Tower, I feel like it goes both ways for you and them. Let me pull one more from the top. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, Spirit's been speaking very loudly and clearly to you, and it could be in the regards to a direction that Spirit is pointing you towards at this time. They want to reassure you that what you asked for out of this person, or what your heart was asking for from the situation in this person, neither of you were in the space to even cultivate something like that, because there are things that you have to part from emotionally, that you're going to have to make space for that type of love. It's like when you when you remove, you can have you can have more. It's like give a little, receive. Like if you give a little, you make space to receive more. It's like that exchange of an energy I'm getting, not just between you and another person, but like when it comes to yourself. Like, you're going to have to lose some things in order to gain of what you're asking. So like what you're losing is not a loss per se, it's just something that's making space. But it seems like this is on an emotional level. So you may get more revelation as to why you had to separate from the person, or what is it that you need to depart from emotionally. So Spirit doesn't want you to take things that have been, whether they've been removed permanently nor temporarily, don't look at it as a loss, but kind of look at it as, I asked for something specific. And if it's being removed, either it's because it's needing to be redefined, or it's not it and it's making space for that thing that I'm truly asking for. Because your heart is asking for something specifically, and it requires for you to sacrifice what is no longer needed, not good for you, in order to gain or receive more. And also, it requires, if it's an exchange between you and another person, it requires someone that is able to give that back to you as well, because that is what you're asking. So naturally, what is meant to show up will, and what's not will remove itself. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's like you're one step away from like a new energy, stepping into a new territory spiritually. But it's a lot going on in the spirit. Like, it's a lot of work being done behind the scenes, spiritually, energetically. Like, your cards, like, you had hella cards come out. Like, if I would have took every single card, it would have been like I'd have to lay them all out on the table, and it would be like a pretty decent long reading. But I hope that, it gave you what you needed, at least enough. Okay, thank you, sis. I'll add you to the list. You're welcome. Absolutely. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Much love. All right. Let's move on to Miss Simone. And then, sis, you said you sent your questions. Let me see. I'm on the wrong email. Rocking like a hurricane. Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. Okay, thank you, Melody. Yeah. All right, so Simone and then Mel. All right, Simone, let's see. What's your timestamp? Let's do 127, because it's about to be 127 in a second. So let me do that. We're gonna convert to 127. Shit, it's doing it again. It's like, these apps. I have to. I'm pretty sure there's an app that I can actually use, because I'm not, these web pages and their fucking ads is trying to get me, and I'm not doing it. 127 is 2 hours and 7 minutes. 2 hours. 2 hours. 7 minutes. How many seconds? 29 seconds. Okay. Okay, so Simone. All right, you're welcome. What are his current thoughts and feelings on your silence/absence, and what can you expect? That heart is in the way. The little dropping emoji heart thing they got on here. What can I expect from him/your connection in the coming months? Okay, let's see. Clear out previous energies. Holy Spirit, what is this person's current thoughts or feelings on Simone's silence/absence? What is this person's current thoughts and feelings? Spirit, what do you want her to know? Whoa. First card out is the Six of Wands. Oh, he faking and frauding, or does he think you're faking and frauding? The Devil, Seven of Oh, buddy. Page of Pentacles. You got like y'all have a whole bunch of cards, like, because they trying to tell me a whole story. Story time. Dragon tales. Dragon tale. All right, let's see. This mother here. Their thoughts and feelings about your absence. I do feel like this person could. It does feel like, okay. So this is the picture that I'm getting, in my mind of like what's being painted. with the Six of Wands, the Devil, and the Seven of Wands, that's like somebody that's like faking, like they're not bothered by being toxic. So like indulging in their ego, like trying to get attention from people, or maybe going out and dating, or you know, possibly unfortunately like sleeping with people to like, you know, feed that inner demon, like that fake, like I'm the man type shit. Yeah, it's performative energy, like, or it's like falling back into a trap of their ego to like kind of mask. Yeah, like it's to mask how they feel, because the truth of it, I feel like the truth is what the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles is talking about. This is the truth of what they feel. Like this person may want to reach out, they may be thinking about you, they may miss you, they desire to reconcile, they desire for you guys to be cool. It's like that feeling, those emotions um are still there. So the Page of Pentacles tells me like this person kind of finds you to be like something. I don't get like a possession. Don't take it in a negative sense, like, oh, I'm, you know, she's my prized possession, like I own her type of energy. It's more so like this is someone that I hold at value, and it's like I want this person to myself. I want them to be mine. Like it's kind of like a kid, and I shouldn't use this analogy because like the word toy doesn't sound like a good thing to say, but like when you're a child in all innocence, you have a favorite toy. You know, it's like something that you're attached to. You don't want to let it go. It's like you can't sleep without it. It's like, where's my blankie, or where's my teddy bear, my Care Bear, or some shit. I don't know. Where's my fire truck? I don't know who the fuck would sleep with a truck, but there's a possibility that kids do that and have done that. But like it's a favorited thing that you hold at value, even if it gets scratched up or the batteries don't work anymore. It's like you don't want to throw it away. You don't want to get rid of it. That's kind of the analogy that I get from the Page of Pentacles in this instant, at least. So your absence does affect them because they still miss you, or it's like they think about reconnecting. But the problem is is how this person is actually handling it. And granted, it could be in the best way that they know how, you know, simply the best way they know how is to, I guess, like feed their ego to like tell themselves, see, I'm still desirable, see, I'm still the man, or see, I'm still the shit, or maybe I can just put my energy into someone else. And I don't feel like they're trying to put energy into someone else, like in a way of like recreating their connection with you by creating a romantic situation. It's more, this feels like, I'm gonna just say it, like fucking, if that's what they're even doing. And you know, realistically, if this is a man that is sexually active, and you know, that's most likely what they're doing. They're not sitting at home celibate. Oh, I'm not giving my dick to no one else. Like, no, I doubt that. I'm not saying that a person could not do that and they don't do it, but this, in like this situation, this person, no, I'm not getting that from them. I do feel like they are kind of tapping into a little bit of that ego, and that sex energy is here. So um yeah, so they're acting in their ego, but the honest truth of it is like how they really feel is that they do miss you and they do want to connect with you. They, I feel like they're kind of fighting their feelings. They're being stubborn with the Seven of Wands. So let's get into the rest of the reading, which, what can you potentially expect from all of this? So the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Sorry, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords. So I do feel like there's gonna be something that opens the door to maybe you guys talking, and it could be something that's it forced, not in a sense of like someone is like, okay, fuck, I'll just do it. It doesn't feel like that. It's kind of someone gets thrown into doing something that they didn't intend to. So like this sounds like Nina, if you're on here, don't say shit. This sounds like something I've heard before. I'm not trying to like put businesses out there, like people's businesses, okay, including my own. But I'm getting this like I don't know, like someone doing something on accident, like it sounds dead ass. Like a reading. So I don't know. Like I get let's say this person gets caught like on your stories or something. I don't know if you have a Snapchat, let's say Snapchat or Instagram or Facebook or something, like a story, and you accidentally like they accidentally view it and they because they got caught up sneaking and snooping on your shit. And then it's like, oh fuck, now I gotta say something because I kind of put myself out there. So fuck it. Let me just say what's up to her, see how she's doing or something. It feels like that. It could be the opposite, like you do that, but I don't get that. I'm getting it's some type of man energy, like I thought I was hidden. Like, fuck, I thought she couldn't see me. No. Now I gotta say something. Cause now it's just like, fuck, why did I do that? That's what I'm getting from that. It's gonna happen in a way. This sounds like so much like Nina. Like, I don't know, she's still on here. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. If I sound distracted, I am. I'm taking my hair down. Multitask queen over here. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like this is it's a possibility like and I say this with so much confidence because I see it that this could be like an accidental thing or like they text like they might have thought they text their friend or their homeboy back but they accidentally text you back or they meant to send like a post or picture to their friend and you guys have like the same initial like the first initial of your name so like Simone, let's say his friend's name is like uh I don't know, Simon, I don't know, or something like that. Like he has like or a friend or a family member or something, and they accidentally send it to you or something, and it's like, fuck, I sent it. I can't like you can't unsend a text message. I don't think so. I think you can on iPhone. If another person has an iPhone, I think you can. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. I think you can. But like, let's say it's a text or something. It's like, fuck, might as well just talk. It's almost like that because there's something about it that is not completely controlled. It's not completely planned. It feels, I don't know, like that's what I get from the tower. Like it's like you're thrown out there type of thing. And the reason why I feel like it's not you is because the Nine of Pentacles is like that feminine energy. She's present, she's just resting, she's chilling. Same with the High Priestess. But the only person that's in movement and action is the Knight of Wands. And the first card that came out was the Ace of Wands. So I feel like it's more so their energy and this Ten of Wands, like, fuck, why did I do that? Shit. But it was a kind of like a nudge from spirit. Like I swear to God, like Nina, like I don't think she's watching because she would have said something by now. This sounds dead ass like a reading. Like yeah, Nina would know. This is funny. Crazy. Okay, so yeah, was that all of your questions, sis? Because I want to make sure because I be slow sometimes thinking I like read all of the stuff and I really didn't. Okay, I think so. All right, Miss Simone, that was your reading. Okay. So, ow, shit. Mm. Okay, Melody, your timestamp. Let me see. Let me see one. 139. My fingers are good thing. 2 hours and 19 minutes. 2 hours and 19 minutes. Okay. Okay. So Melody, Mel, you said you sent another one. Ow, 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 ow. Let me see. Okay. So I gotta refresh this because no, Novi. Oh no, it's Foxy. Nova, she ain't in here. She outside still. What did I do with it? I'm like, wait a minute. Jesus. Okay. What's wrong, Foxy? Let me let Miss. Come on, Noah. You wanna come on? Come on. Come on. Come on, Novi. You coming in or no? Okay. Well, don't be knocking at my door. When I shut it on you. Okay. So your first question was what? Oh, okay. What do you need to know about this pattern of liking people? Okay. Well, I hate to say it, but hey, sis. Um. Uh. It's still open, Bianca and Simone. That's fine. Um. Yeah, it's still open. Hey, sis, Bianca. By the way. Yeah, Tori. It's still open. Okay. All right. So that's an easy thing to answer. And I'm sorry to keep interrupting your reading, Mel, but it's an easy thing. Like, first off, when that happens, it's usually because we're not emotionally available in some capacity to ourselves. It's not to say that you're not at all emotionally available or emotionally available for yourself, but there is something to that. But let's see. Spirit. Okay, sis. Thank you. I know. It's been a minute. All right. Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like I don't want to make this too deep. I don't want to make it too deep. I don't. Gotta be honest though. It does feel like it could be like this potential daddy issue thing, or like you could have a great relationship with your father now, but maybe in the past you didn't feel like he was showing up, for you in the way that you needed or deserved. Um, or like maybe yet and still like there's certain things that you feel like it's not all the way there for you, like you would want or need. So but another thing that I get from this as well is like the Emperor is the Aries energy. That's Aries rules the first house, which is the I am, which represents like ourself, you know. So there's this self reflective energy here, or like this self importance, but not like in a grandiose or like conceited way, but like where you understand the value of you in different ways. So in this energy of what you're asking, this does have something to do with self-fulfillment. So it's like a person that's emotionally unavailable is appealing because you don't have to quite give of yourself fully. Like they could like you genuinely. It doesn't have to be like you're in this complete state of limerence where you're idealizing someone who's not available and doesn't notice you. And that could even be a form of just like it's safe to fantasize about something or someone that you can't have. Like, okay, well, they're in a relationship, or I know that this person, like, people be having gay crushes. Like somebody could be gay and they're not into women or men, but you like them because it's almost like I know in a sense like it's a possibility that I could have it, but there's this like truthfully and honestly, I shouldn't have it or I shouldn't want it. It's not something that is really a good idea, but it's safe. It's an idea. It's a fantasy. It's distance. I don't really, it's not something that is tangible. So it's like more in the loving the idea of a situation. And that is an emotionally avoidant aspect, I feel like. So with the Nine of Cups here, this again is the self-fulfillment energy. Nine of Wands. It's something that you do have a level of fear of intimacy um on an emotional level. Like it's like you don't want to get too close to a situation or too close to a person. So like it could be subconscious. I shouldn't say psychologically. Subconsciously, it could be the appeal of like something that is almost out of your reach. Yes. Yeah. So the number nine is here twice. So that tells me like this is something that you're close to mastering. And it could be because that part of you knows like this is not fulfilling. Like this isn't really something that feels good to me. It's not, I'm not getting anything from this really. And I get like when you're in that place where you're not too proud to like, because sometimes people say like the Nine of Cups is someone that is kind of pompous or I forgot the exact word. People use it a lot when they describe the Nine of Cups, but kind of smuggish. I think that's the word. It's like a smug vibe, but it's like you're not too proud, you're not smuggish, you're not pompous about like the truth here. So there's a gateway to the heart that I feel like you're tapping into. So these people, like they're appealing to you, maybe because partially, genuinely, you vibe with them, you connect with them, you like them. But there's also this other side to it, to where it's like that other aspect of like, well, I can't get too close. So I like this. It's not too close. It's just enough to where it's almost like I don't have it. And it could also be like a part of you that's masculine with this emperor energy too, because the Aries energy is ruled by Mars. Mars is a traditional masculine, very the god of war, very strong vibe, to where you might like the chase a little bit or the I'm gonna obtain a prize potentially or eventually, or the idea of if I can get this, then that validates a certain part of me. So it's layers to the shit. Like this is a real thing. Like, and I completely get it. And it's way more common than we like to admit that we can go into this energy. It very much so is. Like, it's a safer route. And social media don't help that shit at all because it's so easy to paint a picture of what you think, or an idea of a person. But when you don't really know a person personally, like it's easy to idealize and kind of only see what they put out. And not saying that you're not deep enough to want to go beyond the surface of what a person shows, but it's like if you're not emotionally safe or you don't feel safe emotionally, I should say, within love or with a person or to connect or to emotionally, exchange with a person, it will be a temptation to kind of like fall into the trap of liking people or wanting to play with the idea of people that are not quote unquote emotionally available, whether they're single but they're giving off this energy like, oh, I'm not open, and it's kind of like this chaser energy. Well, maybe I can just convince them a little bit more, or maybe I'll just stick it out a little bit more, or maybe they just need. And sometimes, yeah, that is true. Because what I got from this person that you were asking about, the latest person, I should say, that you asked about, their energy always felt kind of like shy and a little unsure of themselves, a little unsure of you. And I get like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to get to know a person, genuinely get to know them, but there was this air of it that's like this person was not making themselves open. So with the whole third party thing, this person is also doing the same thing. They're just interacting and connecting with the person, because you can be in a relationship and you be emotionally unavailable. Both of you can be emotionally unavailable. You're comfortable with that because you don't got to go too deep. You don't got to be vulnerable. It's easy, and it shouldn't be this easy. Like sex should be the last level of intimacy where people feel comfortable to just fuck. You know what I mean? Like excuse my language, I said it all. Damn, like I shouldn't have said it like that. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like that should be the last level of intimacy that you tap into. Like you should build that emotional intimacy first to where you even feel safe or comfortable enough to give your body to someone. Like that should not be the first thing where it's like, oh, I don't trust love. I don't want to give them my heart. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to tell them about my deepest, darkest fears and my wishes, my hopes and dreams. I don't want to come off like a simp, or I don't want to come off as like a pick me. So, let's just have sex because it feels good. Like you're tapping into your carnal nature where it is pleasurable. It can be an animalistic thing, but it's also something that's sacred in different levels and a means to connect and deepen a connection and express yourselves romantically and emotionally and spiritually and create life, if that's where it goes to. So some people do it half-assed, but like a lot of people that are emotionally unavailable, they're in connections where that's the only surface they get to is just sleeping together, and that's all they have. They don't really have conversations, or they don't really. It could be like friendly conversations, but there's no depth to it. It's like I still don't feel safe with you. I don't feel safe with my secrets with you. I don't really trust you. I don't see myself really being with you seriously like that. But I'll do it because being with someone that makes me feel vulnerable, makes me feel unsafe and uncomfortable, and makes me have to deal with myself. I don't want to do that. So, long story short, I feel like that's kind of the point of like, the layer of it, at least. Sorry, I bumped my knee into my camera. But yeah, that's kind of like, the layer, one layer or two of it. So how does this person feel about you now, and what do you need to know? Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. Yes, you did. I have to let me see. Your timestamp was 1:47:11. Okay. Let's see. How does this person currently feel about Melody? This person in question. What she needs to know surrounding this person, like their feelings. Okay. The Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups, Three of Swords, Justice, the Moon. Okay, no problem. Just I don't know if it lets you go back, like find the time. I don't know if it does that. Um, I'm not really. I don't feel like this is feelings or like even this person's energy because it kind of feels like your energy. So how I'm reading this is like spirit not wanting you to lose confidence in the fact that you can have that love experience that you desire. And I'm not saying like specifically with this person, but more, you know, or not, because I'm not really getting like any specific person, but just like energy more so that it is possible to have. Like you can have that. It's possible. Because it feels like a little bit of a disappointing energy with the Three of Swords. It's like mentally more so like, yeah, the heart may feel a little bit of pain, but it's like mentally it's pain there too, if that makes sense. Like pain meaning like confusion, negative thoughts, that type of pain. So I feel like spirit is just saying like as long as you make the wise decision or choices with your heart, even with knowing, like, you don't have to know the ins and outs of how your love is going to exactly unfold. And it's not saying to be reckless or careless with your heart. It's just saying that if you feel divinely led towards a person, or your heart feels led in a certain direction, to trust it and not worry so much about, okay, is this going to lead to anything? Because if you, the first sight that you realize that this person is not as invested in you, then that is your sign. That is the cue for you to leave. If someone is saying, I love you too, I feel this with you as well, but that fear of, like, okay, he feels it too, but we don't know where this is going. Like, if this person is reciprocating and you feel that love and it's a welcoming energy to flow in that and move in it, and you don't have to worry so much about the tomorrows. Like, let it, like, experience the love. Like, don't start putting too much of that, too much thinking and fear and that into it. So I don't know if this has to do with this person or if it has anything to do with them at all. How does this person feel? Page of Swords in reverse, or is my deck in reverse? Some of my cards are in reverse, but Ten of Wands, Strength, the Knight of Swords. I get like this person still has this desire to interact with you. Like, they feel kind of overwhelmed, but at the same time, it's like they're trying to temper this a little bit. They're trying not to act on something that they feel like is impulsive, maybe even a little bit inappropriate. With the Strength card, you really do make this person shake in their boots. Like, they're not confident with you. Like, this person feels kind of small at times, or they don't know what to say to you. And the not knowing what to say or how to approach you comes from them feeling kind of like inadequate or insecure in comparison to you, or you bring out something inside of them. Like, this person, I get like they have a side, or maybe naturally around people that they know or that they're comfortable with, or just like on average, this person could be someone very chatty, or they have like a really loud voice, speaking voice, or they laugh really loud or something. But with you, it's like you kind of shut that shit down, or it's like something about their, like, a false sense of self. Like, they're comfortable in that, wearing that mask, and it's very loud, and other people might gravitate toward it. They don't see underneath it. But like with you, they feel like your energy, and you don't have to do or say anything, but it's just like something about your energy that makes them feel like that little ego, that little mask, that facade, that some type of fake aspect of the personality, it feels small, and it's like it cowers down. um but I do feel like this person still has some type of desire to, like, talk to you or something. Or I feel like you're put in place in this person's life, like, or it could be like some of the reason why that you're put in this person's life is to kind of push them out of that shell and out of that false sense of self, because they're comfortable with that. It's like the cowardly lion on the Wiz. Like, he's all talk and all bluff, like talking shit, but in the actuality, he's scared, scared of whatever. And the courage was always inside of him, but he wasn't operating from that. It was like, I'm the king of the jungle, so I got to be loud. I got to be the loudest in the room, and I got to, let everybody know that I'm the king of the jungle. And it's like, well, okay, you're the lion. We already know that already. You don't got to do all of that. Confidence speaks for itself. It's okay to, like, boot, like, pop out and stuff like that. But I feel like this person, something that they're doing, and it may not even be the things that they say, it's how they act, or it's like some type of like, it's not authentic. Okay. All right. um how does this person think you feel? Okay, let's see. How does this person think Melody feels? How does this person think the Empress, Three of Pentacles, the the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords. They kind of, it's like more of a potential, like what they think more so than what they feel, or maybe they sense this. If this is true for you, like you do sense that this person is wanting to like converse with you, or kind of make more of their presence a little more concrete, or like I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm still kind of getting like they still want to get to know you or something. Or I don't know, it could be like as friends, or just kind of make more of their presence more known to you than it is already. It's like, or their energy more active in your life. So like if it's an excuse to be friends with you or something, it's like, let's say, I don't know, like I don't know what the association is, like how you guys know each other, but let's say it's work. And instead of like just knowing your name potentially and like saying hi to you every now and then, or maybe not even that, it's like I see this person every day, but I don't say hi, or I don't, I don't even know what their name is, type of thing. I want to make myself a little more known, where if I do see them, we can say hi and then it can escalate to more. Or if there is a presence here where you guys are connected to each other in some kind of way, there's some type of step of where they want to plant their energy into your life more consistently. I don't know why, because if I'm not mistaken, you said this person had somebody, so I don't know why they would be doing that. Um, but that's what I'm seeing. This definitely feels like they think that you feel them, like their desire to, like, it's like plant themselves, like make their presence known, kind of insert themselves into your life in some kind of way, or make something more planted, more concrete. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it feels kind of like a platonic inching way in. It's not, I'm gonna plant and insert myself into your life in a way of like romantic. It's kind of like, well, we can be friends, and we have, we talk, or we exchange in some kind of way. Like it's, I don't know, that's what I'm getting from that. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they can even like sense, or they perceive or think that you sense their intimidation of you. Okay. So is there anything else that you need to know about this particular situation with this person in question? Those cards did not want to go back. The Fool, the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Wands. It's like Spirit doesn't, Three of Wands. I'm not really getting anything from that, Three of Wands. But you have the Fool, the Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands. Like Spirit doesn't want you to look at this situation as like, how do I explain it? Like this person is not into you, but it's like I don't want to feed into that, like especially if this person is, dealing with someone else. But it's like they don't want you to hold this over yourself, your ego, or your pride, like you're not good enough, or you're not attractive enough, or something wrong with you. You're always, falling into this trap. It's like they don't want you to look at it from this perspective. And I feel like whether or not this person had someone already, there's still this energy again of this person being afraid to like approach you or come towards you. This person isn't, I kind of feel like this person lacks a little direction in life. Like they're free, they're open, that's a good thing, but it's a little bit dangerous at times to where this person doesn't have maybe a level of self-awareness that they should or that they need. And maybe you do, and this person kind of compares themselves as like you're more confident, or you seem to be more aware of yourself, more in tune, more directed, and in comparison to them. So it's like you both kind of reflect back to each other this feeling of rejection or like inadequacy. It's like mirrored back. And I don't feel like if you were to interview yourself, you probably aren't looking at this person in any negative sense. And if you were to enter or someone was to interview this person about, how they look at you and how they view you, you would probably be surprised that they're not looking at you in a negative light either. So I don't know. I feel like spirit kind of wants you to shift your perspective around maybe feeling a defeat, a sense of defeat, maybe. Okay. All right. So you sent some more questionals, part 2, and wow, it's raining. Ah, I love it. I'm so glad. I was praying for rain today. I said I want it to rain. Like send the rain over here, and it rained. Yes, God. I love when it rains. I just hope my cat's not outside. Um, More insight into compatibility with this person, like how you might actually fit into this person's friend group / family. Okay, let's see. Spirit. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. What do you want to know? Like oh, damn. Doo-doo. Okay, so 9 of Swords, the World, the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. I feel like the compatibility between the two of you, like it's there. Again, it's like this match, like where this person doesn't feel quite like matched to you. I know. I hope he ain't outside. Yeah, it's like this feeling like, what if? Because I feel like this person has those thoughts as well. Um, I feel like you would actually fit in with their family or people that are close, because the World card to me, it does feel like someone that is kind of like perfect in every way. So I'm getting like you would, but for some reason there's energy around this that feels challenging, or like two people in the situation are making it a little bit difficult, because I don't get any type of feelings of negativity or unwanted or unwelcomeness. Mm, let me see where I'm at. Um, I could probably take one more after Bianca. That would be like technically 13 people. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm gonna blow up my candles though, because some of these candles at least, because I'm scared that um I didn't have no shirt on, so I had to cover the camera. I mean, I have like, an under thing on, but I ain't got no shirt on, okay? So I'm chilling. My sweatpants, okay? But yeah, so I'm not feeling anything like you wouldn't, but it seems like you both kind of are adding some unwanted or unnecessary like elements of stress into it, or over analyzing. Um, I don't know if you like have this idea of the type of person that, I don't know if you know the person that they're dating or something, or you know of them, or you've seen them or something, but it's kind of like maybe you're comparing yourself to some type of type or ideal or something, or what you think. Okay. Yes, I'm lounging. Okay. All right. Um, the people that matter, and it more so feels like people that are in their orbit that matter to them. I don't see like that you wouldn't fit in. I don't get that. Okay. So, last question is, how does this person make sense of how they're feeling about you? What is their Wait. What is their thought process of this? What is their thought process of this? Okay. Let's see. This person makes sense of what they're feeling. The spirit, like, what do you want her to know? Whoa, dang. The world again. The sun. The Ten of Cups. What? What the hell? Like, I feel like spirit is like trying to say again, like, no, you would fit in to their family, their feelings. Four of Pentacles. This person could have a hard time processing their emotions. Yeah, King of Wands. They're kind of proud sometimes about how they feel. Eight of Swords. I feel like they don't try to make too much sense of their emotions. Like, they might feel what they feel, and it kind of like something to them that feels good to think about. It could be kind of like this fantasy feeling, but when it comes to actually processing it, they don't allow themselves to really make sense of it in a realistic way. I feel like they get a little bit prideful, or it makes them feel like they have to do something, or they have to assert themselves, or if so, that would require me to be confident. That would require me to put myself out there. I'm not doing that. And they kind of get in their head. I don't feel like this person processes the emotions. Like, they feel, so it's like, see if I can paint a picture. Like someone that has a crush on someone and they think about them, and it's like, it would be nice to do X, Y, and Z, or to get to know each other. Or I wish this would happen. Or like if we were to talk or talk on the phone, or if we were to meet up, go out on a date, like what would that be like? But then when it comes to, but wait, like, why do I feel these feelings, or what am I supposed to do with these feelings? It's kind of like they stop there, because it's like, no, I'm not doing anything. I shouldn't. I'm not going to do that. It's like it stops at a certain degree, a certain level. So I don't feel like it's too much processing it for them, because the Eight of Swords is like it leads to them being in their head and feeling like kind of stuck, helpless and hopeless about the energy. And then the King of Wands is like, well, why? It's because, well, I'm going to have to do something that will require me to take some type of action, or put myself out there, or be confident in some type of way. And they're not going to do that. So, and due to the circumstances with, someone, them dating someone, I feel like that adds to the equation of why they shouldn't take action. But they don't process it on a level of like making sense of it in a, how do I explain it? Like emotional intelligence. I don't get that from this. Not really getting too much emotional energy at all, with the exception of the Ten of Cups. That's the only emotional energy. It's like it feels good to them to like kind of have a point of focus or fantasy or something. It makes them feel good. It gives them some type of like joy. It feels good to them. It's very childish and innocent in a way. It feels fulfilling. But when it comes to like the concrete aspect of it, they're just not there. Mm-mm. Okay. All right. So that was your reads, Miss Ma'am, Miss Melody. Glad you caught me before I went to another read. So we didn't have to do a part 2 timestamp. It's all in one, just that one timestamp. So Miss Bianca, you are up next. And then Rosie. That should conclude. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. So I don't know if Tori's still on here, but just in case anyone asks, the list is closed. Actually, let me. I'm gonna remove this pinned message, and I'm gonna pin a new one. List is closed. I didn't know it was 9 o'clock. Like, look at y'all got me on here. Like, okay. Bianca. I gotta get your timestamp now. 174.06. Damn. We've been on here. Has it been 3 hours? It's been 3 hours. What? Damn it, Ray. We've been on here for 2 hours and 54 minutes. 2 hours. Hours and hours. 35. Okay. And then Rosie part 2. Okay, so Bianca, your question is, I know I seen like a name, but I don't remember the question. So, okay. How this person feels about you, like where is this connection going? How this person feels and where this connection is going. Yes, it has been a while. It has. I hope you've been doing well. Let's see. Keeping well. Okay, let's see. Shit. Bianca. Ooh. What's this? I don't know if these mean anything, but I didn't set an intention yet, like ask the question. I wasn't expecting it. I leave the list open because I know sometimes people don't know that I'm going to go live. Like they kind of miss it and they have to like see the live to know like, oh, she's live. Like, I don't know. But so I leave it open just in case. Bianca's person question. How's the person feel? Like, where's this connection going? What does she need to know? 2 of swords. 9 or 4 swords. 7 of swords of death. Like, goodness, what's going on? I can't get clear on that. I'm not clear with this reading at all. Like this particular, I don't know why. I'm gonna do it again because this is like not giving me anything. Yay! That's good. Congratulations on moving out, adulting. Bianca's person in question, like how does he feel? Where's this connection headed and going, Spirit? What do you want her to know about this connection? What do you want her to know? What do you want her to know, Spirit? Okay. 7 of Cups in reverse, the Tower, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is somebody that they're gonna have to show you something. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Like, I'm glad you said something because I'm like, am I tripping? No. Okay. Because I feel like the level that you're on is like, to be honest, it's like this person is not like they're not at the same level that you are, and it's not that they can't meet you there. So it's like, let's say you're a little bit more open to love or to getting to know, at least. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, I want to be in a full-blown relationship with you, but it's like to where you're more willing to give to get to know someone. Like you're willing to show up in a way that makes yourself available to someone, you know what I mean, or to spend time or to give of yourself, you're more receptive. Whereas, like, I feel like this person is feeling you. They do like you with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like this person does have, I feel like this person does have positive intentions. It's more so of like, maybe this person needing a little, like a better sense of direction on how to approach the situation, or what is it that, it's like they don't have direction. And not saying necessarily that you are in charge of like, oh, if you're not going to do this and I'm not going to be like, I do get like, definitely be clear on what you guys want or where you stand. Like, what do you see out of situation? You don't want to just be blindly walking into situations and just assuming like, oh, he's feeling me, or, maybe he'll commit to me eventually. Like, there has to be some type of clarity of what you both desire, how you feel. So yeah, this person with the Two of Wands is not clear on a direction with you as far as what they want to give. So the Knight of Pentacles, they know maybe that they want to give something, or that their intentions are to be present and to do, positive, in the connection. But there's something about it that's not clear though. Seven of Cups, this person is not moving from a place of like rose-colored glasses, although the Page of Cups is kind of like that whimsical, childlike, crush puppy love vibe. So they do feel feelings for you that are kind of like in initial stages, like you make them feel good, they think about you, like you may give them butterflies in their stomach, like there's a crush energy. But the level that you're at emotionally, they're not quite there. And it's not to say that you feel more for them necessarily. It's not that you feel more for them. It could just be like, again, like you're more emotionally open, more emotionally aware, sound, available, clear, whereas this person is still kind of like immature in that. Because there's a potential that you guys could have like a good connection. I do get with the Temperance and the Hierophant card that this connection could be testing your patience and how much are you willing to accept here. Because if this is not built on the right foundation, like there's no clear, stance on what you deserve, what you want, what your boundaries are, or you don't instill those boundaries, like instilling boundaries doesn't have to come out of your mouth. It could be if a person makes plans with you and they don't follow up with you, and it's like, I shouldn't have to tell you, like, hey, what was up with that? Like, you knew we had plans. It's more so of like when they try to come back around, be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to call you. And it's like, okay. And then they're like, well, let's make plans again. It's like, no, I'm busy this week. I'll let you know if I'm available. So, yeah. Yeah. Mm, yes, sissy, rah. Yeah. The the tower tells it all the time. It always tells like, and it's okay. We're human. Like we do shit, and you be wanting it. I get it. I understand. I understand. I feel like that could be the point of where like that establishment. So like finding that balance of okay, we went there, we did that, we had that, that little time. Now from here, like what's the intent? Like what is it that we really want, or like what is it that we can build? Because there is a potential for you guys to have like a really good exchange and good compatibility, but there's got to be some type of clear ground. Like it's not like I don't it's very like when I pulled your cards, like it was a whole bunch of shit coming out. I'm just like something is just like it's not clear. So I would say like with this situation, this is about you being in a receptive energy. And it's funny because you guys are mirroring each other's energy, but in different ways. Like you're the Queen of Cups, they're the Page of Cups. You're the Queen of Pentacles, they're the Knight of Pentacles. So like y'all matching each other with the court card energy, but it's like for one, you're coming out as the queen. So when it comes to like love and actually giving something emotionally, being open, being raw and vulnerable, being present in a connection, feeling through what you feel, being emotionally aware, this person is not, they're kind of like at student level. And then with the King of, or the Knight of Pentacles, it's like I have the intention to give of something, but it's like I'm gonna take my time because I'm kind of lost. I don't even know what I need, where my direction. And it's like you being in the queen energy is, for one, as I always point out when I see it, like the pentacles and the cups are feminine energies. They're the receptive, they're more of the feminine aspects of nature. Whereas like the wands and the swords are more masculine aspects of nature, right? So you being feminine, you're in the queen state, you're in the Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles energy. They're in a feminine energy, meaning like they're in the state of receiving, or just kind of like in this state of, how I explain it, kind of like being passive with the energy, not taking action, not being in place. They're kind of like maybe looking for something else to kind of push them along, whether it's you or whether it's like a circumstance, something that gives them an excuse to do something rather than generating that intention on their own or making moves out of their own pure inspiration, like without you telling them this is how to do it, this is what I want, or looking towards like their homeboys to tell them like, yeah, maybe you should do this and this is how you do it. There's this, like, they're just there, like they ain't doing nothing, like. So I wouldn't invest too much into like anything further until you're clear, maybe within yourself, even like, do you want to even like get to know this person further, or is it just maybe placing them in a booty calls place? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so like you said, up in the air. Like for real, it's up in the air for real. Like it's up in the air and it ain't landed nowhere. It's just sitting there. It ain't even moving forward or backwards. It's just like stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. Literally, like it ain't going nowhere. It's not doing anything. It's just okay. Like y'all waiting for each other or something. Like it almost feels like you're dealing with someone that's a little immature, like a little boy. Like they don't really, that's what it's giving. Yeah. The best way I could describe this energy, like goddamn. Yeah. Cause like you want to receive, like you want to be in that place, like where maybe like, low, let's, yeah, you got some evaluating, because it's like, you could be in that state where you want a connection, where you're in a dating state of you want someone to be like, hey, let's meet up, let's go out, like make plans, like make some moves, like, hey, I was thinking about you. Like you don't want to be the one to be like, hey, so what's up? Like we don't have time for that. Like it's okay when you're in the groove of things to hit each other up and like, do what you got to do. But there's a fine line between where you're just going out of your way to make moves and they're just sitting over there. The sassy, they call it the sassy kings, or like the king, the bad bitches now. They want to be the one courted. They want to be like, no, like in this day and age, like we are not doing that. I'm just not with it. And not saying that there can't be times where a woman does kind of do something that would be traditionally like masculine, like shoot their shot, or one time I got the bill, or one time I'll make a plan for a date. Like, but there's some things that are just like, no, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're in that state of you want that receptivity, and I feel like they're in that place too. That's like, well, I don't know what to do, or I'm not gonna do anything, or she should reach out, or I don't know what. Like, no, it's kind of immature. I just keep getting that little kid type vibe. I hope he ain't a sassy king. Like, we don't need that. Like, we don't need that. Because there's a lot of them out there. And it's just like, I'm the prize looking ass. Like, and you should think of yourself as that, but like in a feminine standpoint, like a woman's supposed to chase you and shit, like that's extremely feminine to me. I'm sorry. It's extremely feminine. Um, and not in a good way. Sassiness. Like, it's giving competitive to not your person, but when they, that type of energy, it's just not cute. So anyway, moving on. Yeah, I would evaluate this and figure out like, because to be honest, it just kind of like, do I even want this? Because is this mismatched a little bit in comparison to like what it is that you're available for and what you're like, what you really want? This person seems like they're at that state where they're not there. Okay. Long story short, it says, I hope that I was helpful. That was like a Libra man. Oh, Jesus. Those are sassy kings from the get-go. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to come in no Libra man's neck. But not only are they indecisive at times, they're superficial as fuck. Oh God, they're like the players. I can't do it. Jesus, no. But I be gravitating towards them, or they be gravitating towards me. But I think it's like the Venus connect of Taurus. But sassy king for sure. Okay, in a shadow sense, not even a shadow. I think just by nature, those Libra men are just like, they're sassy. I just think that's just them. I don't know. Maybe not all of them. I can't generalize all of it. But you're welcome, sis. Okay, 188. Let's do 189 for Rosie. Not you trying to advertise HBO Max. I just want the calculator. Like, I don't want HBO Max. Y'all got your nerve. HBO Max. Like, no, I'm good. Thank you, though. The slander. Ah, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, you can tell some Libra men have done me wrong. Y'all, you can tell, huh? I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Okay. So I kind of agree. I kind of agree. I can't lie. Like I know a lot of strong like Libra women. Like they're very outspoken for sure. I wouldn't say masculine, but if you want to compare the two, the males versus the female Libras, I can definitely see the distinction. Definitely. Okay. So Rosie, let's see your question. What does spirit need you to hear at this time regarding your romantic desires towards this person in question? Oh, goodness. 5 of Swords in reverse flew out. And Swords flew out. The Sun flew out. And the Ace of Cups. Or Ace of Swords. Why I say Cups? Ace of Swords flew out of the deck. What does she need to know about her desires? This isn't clear. Empress. Hmm. What do they need you to know about your desires? I feel like there's some type of like you rejecting what you want or the fear of by you fully being open to what you want that you would be met with some type of rejection. And I feel like this is maybe a potential mirrored energy between like or mirrored energy like with the other party too, like where he could potentially reject his desires too as well when it comes to what he wants to experience with you or just in life in general as well. It's like he doesn't allow himself to fully receive or to be kind of like be present. It's like moments, like maybe he has spurts of that, but it's like it shuts down because it's almost like this fear of something being too good to be true or something being stripped from you or like you getting your hopes up and then things falling flat on your face. So I don't know if that's a sentiment that you could share. Like you have that fear as well. Because I feel like spirit is like honor the truth of what it is that you desire for yourself. Like you have to kind of embody that empress energy that kind of like knows it's like she's abundant. She's not lacking anything. It's like, the empress is obviously technically like she's the female ruler of her empire, a joint ruler with someone else. And it's like, I deserve to experience what I desire and love. Now, whether it's something that manifests through this person or it's just you show up for that for yourself so that you allow the person that matches that to come to you, connect with you. I feel like spirit is wanting you to be receptive either way. So when it comes to this person, I feel like spirit kind of wants you to keep in mind like they too also have to be receptive to their own joy and not look for it to fall flat or look for an excuse to be like, oh, it's not going to last. So why even think about it? Why even be open to it? Why even play with the idea that I could be happy in a situation, or have long lasting love, or whatever it is that they're trying to deny of themselves. So it's kind of, yeah, and it's not up to you for this person to be open to that. But you can only control yourself, because I feel like you guys kind of share that same energy, like the fear of wanting what you want and then it not amounting to anything, so that you don't even play with the idea of it, or you don't allow yourself to be open and receptive to the energy of it, to even allow it to come in. And that's like the catch, like that's like the trick. It's like you can repel the very thing that you want by allowing the fear to be like, well, it's not going to happen anyway, so okay, well, you're creating that because you're blocking the energy by not allowing yourself to receive it. I hope that makes sense. And sometimes it's not that simple, but in this instance, it's like, as the Empress, you have to know that you can obtain and have what you want. And it comes with this relaxed energy at the same time as well. Like, you can take it as a birthright, or you can take it as something like, I've earned the right to have, like, that joy that I desire in love and relationships. It's not getting like too specific as far as like desires with this person or towards them. Let's see. Like her desires with this person, Holy Spirit. Like, yeah, he has to be receptive to the idea of it. Four of Swords, the Fool, the Four of Wands, the Six of Swords, Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Like, it takes two to tango. Like, we all have to contribute. It can't just be one. And I feel like there's kind of this self-saboteur energy from them. Like, you could feel the energy and the excitement of it, but you can push it away at the same time. You can run from it. You can fight against it. You know, I hope that makes sense. Ow. Oh, my fucking claw hurt. Goodness, that hurt. Okay. But I hope that made sense, Rosie. I don't know if you're still on here. But that will conclude the reads for this evening and all of that. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. It was my pleasure. You're welcome. My pleasure. Y'all take care. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night, your day, your evening. And we'll talk soon. Thank you guys so much for donating, contributing, supporting. Like this video if it genuinely resonated with you. Your readings resonated. If you want to book your own personal readings, you guys can check out the description box of my other videos and check out my website. So thank you guys so much. We'll talk in the next video.